Welcome into the Cam Strick Podcast, episode number 216, presented by Hair Club.
What's up?
For men and
women.
Pretty much everybody. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, not animals, like you suggested a couple weeks ago.
You ever seen a bald-headed animal?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
My
really?
little kitty cat back in the day, she lost her fucking hair. And I'm like,
really?
God, not boo-boo, a different one.
It's called an albino, dude.
No, she just lost her hair. I felt bad for her. I'm like, oh, then she got it back. And she lived a long time.
Yeah, all right.
Little baby kitty.
Hairclub.com/Cam Strick. Go to our landing page and do it today. All right. Before we get started, I want to send condolences out to the entire Jansen family, Denny, you, Cam, with the news of your mom, Amy, passing away, man, a couple days ago. I know this has been hard on the family.
Yeah.
It's been hard for several weeks. How's everybody doing?
It's probably months, you know.
Months.
It's been months. Everybody's okay. You know, I've been having weird fucking dreams, though. Man.
About what?
My mom, like this weird shit. I've had it for, a couple weeks now, where it got progressively more bizarre and like real, but weird, but real. Like you wake up, I'm fucking soaked.
Are we talking like last night or
yeah, just like the past couple weeks about her, about my dad, just like shit. Because you know what you do. You know, you look through all the pictures and stuff like that, and then it just like, you know, you just remember different. Like, damn, I forgot about that. I forgot about my old uncle or whatever in some of these pictures. But, man, like, it was really tough. My mom deteriorated really fast. And every time I'd go over there, you know how close I am with my parents, Andy. I'd go over there. Like, I'm always sitting in my driveway talking. Like, let me go talk to my dad and my mom in there, you know. And I'd be going in there, and she just looked worse and fucking worse and worse. And it all happened fast. And I told you all about that. And then, like, going to the hospitals, dealing with this, getting second opinions, that whole thing, I was worried about my fucking dad. Because I could see it in his eyes. Like, he didn't know. When some of these goddamn doctors talk, a lot of them are good, but sometimes when they talk to you, it just like goes right through you. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what the fuck you just said. You know, my dad does. My dad doesn't even know how to text you. So just a lot of shit. And there's a lot of family members that we haven't talked to in a while, which is so dumb. And we're all good now, but like, he didn't have anybody to help. And so my wife had like this shit that we had to kind of deal with. And everybody deals with this, man. It is what it is. We're fucking fine. But it happened quick. She passed away Sunday, and it's for the best because she was in such a spot. I couldn't fucking look at her. My dad was in there. I go in there, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, Mom, I'm like, God, look what happened. Mm-hmm. What happened to you? You know, it was hard for me, and maybe I'm a pussy, but like, and looking at my mom, I want to remember her how she was. She was a badass bitch. She fucking worked at Clayton Prison. She dealt with fucking shit. She was a badass nurse. She dealt with me. I couldn't deal with my dad was good with hockey stuff. But when it comes to like girls and drug abuse, horrible, horrible drug abuse I had for years, like my mom was the one I talked to. Mm-hmm. My dad didn't know what the fuck. Get off of that. Oh, don't worry about her. We'll worry about hockey. Well, like, no, this girl, like, I like her. You know, just like shit, I couldn't talk to my dad. My mom was always there. I lived next to him.
That's good advice right there. Don't worry about her. You worry about hockey.
Well, no, but you have to listen. I can't. There's a lot of things. Like, girls, man, like, I didn't know how to deal with them.
The mom has special touch, man. They all love my mom. They have something that
they all love my mom so much.
Have.
Like, they connected with her. So
who's that?
All the girls that come through. I live next to them. Yeah. So they would see everything coming in and out. But my mom with the drug abuse, like I couldn't tell them, Dad, I can't. No, like get off of it. Like let's go. You got work to do. My mom's like, okay, okay, let me look at you. Oh God, you're pale. So what do you need? All right, let's get this IV in you. Okay, well we're gonna go cold turkey then. Okay, let me see if I can. Yeah, dude. My dad had no fucking clue when it comes to hardcore drug abuse. My mom knew. She worked with all these fucking nutbags that went to prison, and they're all addicted to something.
She would just give you an IV at the house?
Well, she had a couple IVs.
At the house?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I know.
Just pull it out right there?
Yeah, it's just water. I was so dehydrated. I was so, like, I was withdrawing.
And would that help you, the IV?
Yeah, but like you're still on a fucking. It was months and months after I had to deal with it, going to different doctors, and I go to my mom like, "What do you think? This is what this doctor said. What do I do? What do I do?"
How's your brother doing?
My brother's doing good. We reconnected, which is always good too. You know, I haven't talked to him that much. We've been through so much shit. It's all good.
Where's he living?
He lives a little far away, but, you know, he's doing well.
He live in St. Albans?
No.
Well, you said far away.
So no, Andy. He does not live in St. Albans. But no, we all kind of reconnected. Here's another thing real quick.
Well, that's
awesome.
That's a good thing.
No, fuck yeah.
know?
Me and Jason were best friends for a long time. He lived with me. He took care of my animals when I was going.
You said Jason?
JC. Jonathan
JC,
Cal.
yeah.
My grandfather's name's Cal. He lived with me through my Blues day. When I played for the Devils, he'd take care of the house. And like, and then we
took care of the
we
cat.
both got addicted together.
Ooh.
So I had to deal with him too. And he wasn't making money. And it tore us apart. In a lot of ways. And, you know, it was fucking hardcore. And we fell apart, and now we're back, and he's doing good. And
that's important too. See, things happen sometimes for a reason. There's a lot of positives that can come out of negatives. Now, is he off the?
Yeah.
He is.
Yep.
So he's clean.
And I don't want to talk, but it's all good. Like, I'm open book, and my family's an open book, and they've accepted it. And my dad listens to everything we thought. It's just how I am, and I feel good when I'm like this. And
do you worry about your dad now? Is he going to be?
I think he's okay. Listen, if I see him all the time. I'm gonna go over there today and hang out, shoot the shit, talk about
Stop stealing his beer. I just want to tell you.
No,
I'll
drink his beer. I'll steal his weed. I'll do whatever. I'll take his newspaper.
You can't be doing that.
He just.
Now listen, can I ask? Let me ask some questions. Yeah. Like in terms of him, because some men they just completely are reliant on the wife. You know, like you're one of them. I mean,
no shit. I know.
I mean, so
hey, no doubt about it.
Can he cook and do all?
Fuck
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you, Jesus, Andy? Does he? No, my dad cooked me steak. What do you think I'm fucking got strong as fuck for? My dad knew how to barbecue. I was always fucking cooking steak. Bob, my dad knows how to cook. Now, does he know how to get on a goddamn computer and type in a bill? No.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
So how are you going to handle that?
Oh,
no, you know what you do.
I got him.
You
take care of it. He'll figure it out. He's smart, man.
No, you do it all online. They do it. They take it out automatically, Cam.
Andy, I know. I know how it works. I've had bills way longer than you, and you're older than me.
That's not true.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, no, but there's a lot of shit he doesn't know how to do. Like, he's old school.
Yeah.
And you're right. You can't be that. If Kate, I'll tell you this right now. If Kate left me, I'd be fucking fucked.
Damn, a lot of people would be.
I'd be fucked. And you know what? It might happen. Now, would I be okay overall? Like, yeah, like I got support. Like, if I needed to go live in downscale in a cute little house that's easy to take care of with a puppy, fuck yeah, I'll fucking.
You're gonna have to get rid of the dogs.
But if Kate left me, I'd be fucked.
The dogs,
like, my head would be a mess. Yeah. I would have to be completely regroup on things, and I know, and you know what? She would be too.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
She would be too, big time. And you know what? Like,
you wouldn't be able to take care of those dogs. I'll tell you that.
It would be tough. Puppies, like, that's a lot. Like, we'll deal with that. It's like everything else. Like, you know, we built this whole thing up. She's been through hell with me and up and down. Yeah. She's seeing me and stayed with me at my lowest of low of low. And you can't deny that, dude. You know, you just can't deny stuff like that.
And she's been there for your family too, right?
Dude.
No, like your dad. And
everything. Like, unconditionally.
Okay, can I tell a story to the people?
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
My mom's going to haunt me.
For what?
She's going to haunt me. She's going to haunt my daddy. She's going to haunt my brother in a good way.
What does that mean?
I just know, because she was so into that kind of stuff. She loved scary movies. She loved that. She believed in it. She truly does. In a weird way.
Prove it to you.
She will fucking haunt me. I'll see her somewhere, and I'll be like, "Fuck yeah!"
You believe in
spirits
and angels and all that?
I don't know, but I do. I am more spiritual than I am religious. But I do think that my mom, and whether she does it in reality or not, if I think that she does, that's all that matters. And I just think that way because she's been talking to me in my goddamn dreams for the past 2 weeks. Weird dreams, nothing fucked up like this, but just like, like when you wake up, I'm like, I vividly remember that. Like, sometimes just like you go through so many dreams throughout the night.
Sometimes it's like,
really boom, I wake up like, God, what the fuck did that mean?
Can I get an example?
So, what?
Like, can you tell us about one of the dreams?
I can't get into it. It's
really?
It's not like fucking bizarre fucking weirdo shit, but it's Like she said something like,
Okay.
"Oh, she was mad at me one time.
I see.
She was happy at me one time. She was nervous one time." And it was probably everything that had to do with my life with her, which she saw so many cool things. She got to watch me on TV, living next door, going to, see me grow up to be whatever. But she also saw me, like, the demons, like, fucking, my horrible, she saw me fucking die in my driveway 2 times in a month, overdose, having a seizure, the whole neighborhood over watching me have a seizure, like, because I overdosed on tramadol. Because I was taking tramadol to make up for opioid, and it didn't do the same shit. So I ate like 50 of the fucking things, and it makes you have a seizure. And I did it twice with people at my house, in front of my wife, in front of my mom and dad. It was the most horrific thing ever. Like, imagine your mom seeing it, like, fuck, you guy, what are you doing? Like, God. And, like, my dad didn't understand. What the fuck's tramadol? Like, my mom's just like, oh, God. She's like, oh, fuck.
What is tramadol?
Tramadol is like a lower dose of painkillers, which doesn't have the opioid in it, but it's tramadol. All the guys eat tramadol before they play. It's tramadol, but if you eat enough of them, it fucks you up. But you're susceptible to have a seizure. And I didn't know, and I just got a batch from a fucking guy, because I was fucking withdrawing. I needed something to balance me out a little bit, and I'm just fucking eating them. It's like eating them, and it just boom, dropped on the floor, seizure, whap, in front of everybody, in front of my garage. One time, all my neighbors, the cops show up, blah blah blah. I was playing. No one even talked about it. No one never got in the paper, anything. Dropped fucking.
That's because I wasn't covering.
I'm just telling you. No, because my neighbors are fucking awesome. They didn't say stupid
I'm
shit.
joking. Where were you playing back?
Blues.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
That's why you lived all the way out there.
I think it was between when I didn't sign with the Blues and then I signed with the Devils for the second stint.
Second stint.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have been later.
What else should we know about Amy? Anything else you want to share?
She was.
I
awesome.
saw a video of like a hockey mom yesterday going crazy on the glass.
She never would do that bullshit. No. Never yell.
She was always there. She was a fixture though, man. At the games though, right?
Well, you understand. When you don't know about hockey, growing up in the 90s and out in fucking House Springs, fucking yonder, where hockey, none of my neighbors knew, but they knew the Blues. They didn't know any hockey, anything of anything. And you find a way, and you meet new people throughout the way playing, but then you become pretty fucking good, and now you're on a travel team. Well, now you're playing AAA. Like, fuck, you're wearing a blue note at a young 10 years old. Like, okay, well, you got to go to Michigan every weekend. Oh, okay. And you tell my dad knows where I'm at. Like, he watched me, and he knows I'm good. Like, he's hearing it from different people and scouts, and I'm fucking killing guys. And my mom would see it, but she didn't understand.
You're hitting late, by the way.
That I was killing.
You're hitting late.
That's a penalty. I was hitting guys like you, Andy, that you would be so scared to play.
That's a penalty
you
in today's game.
100%. I was young. I didn't know. So anyway, but my mom didn't understand that. But she did look at the bills. Like, why are you guys gone? Oh, you're going to Michigan again? Oh, you're going to Michigan again? Oh, you're going to Detroit? Oh, you're going to Sault Ste. Marie this weekend? Chicago, Michigan? Yeah. And then, like, he's gone all the weekend. My mom lives way out in the middle of nowhere. We're not making that much money. We live in the woods. She's there every weekend by herself. And I'm not going to school. My school's dropping. Bills are piling up. Now we have to, like, share rooms with different fucking guys. Oh, fuck. And, like, my mom's like, what the fuck is this? Like, what's going on here? And she still had to accept it. My dad's like, no, Cam's doing well. But it was hard for her to be like, well, what the fuck? Like, hopefully this works out. Hopefully this works out. Has anybody ever made the NHL? Has anybody done anything? No, nobody. Cam telling you. So we had to move out of our house. We had to move in town in Eureka in a smaller little shit.
Is that why you moved?
Yes.
Because of hockey?
Yeah. We had a nice little house. We're in the middle of the woods.
Is it because you wanted to be closer to the rink, or because you couldn't afford to live in house?
No, No, this was out in the Pacific area. We had like 3 acres in the woods, in the middle of the woods. This cool little house that they built. That was kind of our dream house, and we just couldn't. It just all kind of came down. And my dad had to get a new job. He was waterproofing. Couldn't do that anymore. It just was fucked. It was hardcore. And don't feel sorry because there's so much fucking shit going on. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just telling y'all. At the time, my mom and dad fought about money a lot. And it was, but
hockey's stressful.
It's
like
so
that,
stressful, dude. And again, people have it way worse in so many different areas, dude. I get that. I'm just telling you my life, baby. That's it. So, but she stuck by it, man, and she believed in me, and like that's a hard thing to do. To wrap.
When did she start believing in you?
I was starting to get a lot of attention. And like, 14, 15.
When they had that draft profile of you in the paper that was like completely inaccurate,
Yeah.
like just that crushed you. Can I tell my people something real quick? Because I got a lot of people that I'm very close with, Cam, in Saskatchewan and Alberta.
Yeah.
They're probably
Big Stevie McIntyre says stop calling it fucking Alberta beef. It's Saskatchewan shit kicking beef. Boy.
Oh, really?
Don't have the shit kickers.
That's not what my people are telling me.
Don't have the shit kickers get pissed at you.
McIntyre needs to come on. We need to discuss this.
I know.
We need to discuss this.
A couple guys been asking to come on, by the way. Now, he hasn't. But I saw Sean McMorrow, who I love. He's like, hey, Cameron, I got this new thing coming out. Can I come on the pod? I'm like, well, you just went on Chicklets. So I'm like, we got to give it a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I love you.
Stevie McIntyre, man. Much respect to that guy, though.
No, he's sure. But don't piss off the shit kickers.
It's Alberta beef. The Sutters tell me that all the time, by the way. So unless they're lying, I don't know. There's a lot of those
Well, there's
guys.
beef everywhere, Andy.
Well, there is. There's Missouri beef, too.
Yeah, in Illinois. Missouri's got
Never eat that.
I know you don't.
Can I tell my people, though, a story real quick? So, Cam's going through a hard time, and obviously, he calls me, he tells me about his mom and everything. And I do what you're supposed to do in that situation. And I will admit, man, I was kind of rocked by the news. I don't like to see people that I care about hurting. It's like weird to see, especially you who don't like really like show your true colors. Sometimes
until I do,
you keep it inside. Yeah. So to see you kind of it's just I felt very bad for the family and everything. So what do I say? I say, Cam, what can I do for you? Is there anything I can do? He goes absolutely ballistic on the phone, just goes and starts announcing it to his whole family who's at his dad's house. Hey, everybody, Andy wants to know what he can do for us. What the fuck are you going to do for me? I mean, and he starts going, I'm like, what? What can I do for? That's what you ask somebody.
It wasn't everybody. I was looking at my dad. And Kate was there, and my brother. Maybe.
He's like, "Come over and barbecue for us."
I go, Dad. I'm talking to Andy, and he wants to know what he could do for you. My dad's like, he's like, yeah, well, come on over. Yeah. We got to clean this fucking garage out. I got to get my fucking dresser out. We got to organize clothes. We got to.
Dude, I'm trying to be nice.
Make me a steak. I don't know. No, I know. And dude, I got to say, man, so many people gave a shout out. And I didn't post on Twitter and all. I did one on Facebook because I could put pictures. And I think that was, I want people to see my mom. And, not her young. She was beautiful. Her and my dad are awesome. Like, they were cool as fuck. Cool couple. Mm-hmm. They were cool. They're just cool.
How old was she?
When she died? Mm-hmm. I think 67.
67.
68, yeah. Which is a good life, man. But it was nice, man. All the people that reached out, and I love that. There's so many cool people that are just nice,
No, I know.
And I love that. I can't get back and say thanks to everything. Just like that's why I talk on here. Got the radio show. We could talk about it. I appreciate you posting on Twitter because I don't want to do it on Twitter. Yeah, no. Hey guys, the announcement to make. Yeah. I'll post on Facebook because those are the people on Facebook are like, Cam, I can see who you are. I know who you are.
The outpour of support. They're texting you left and right, but
it makes me feel good.
People just right away texting me like being like, was she sick? Was that was this people were legitimately concerned.
Liver, man.
So is that what it was?
Oh yeah. Yeah, everything's self-induced. With us, just like I always say, with all my problems I had, it's all self-induced. So what? I can't blame that. It's all me. I'm partying, trying to party like a fucking rock star. Yeah, no shit, you get jammed up.
So Cam, I'm gonna probably make you guys something to bring it over tonight.
Oh, that'd be lovely, Andy.
What would you guys like? So
I'll do your seafood boil thing.
Oh yeah, I might do that.
Yeah. But I don't like you transporting
seafood. What about
seafood.
some twice-baked potatoes?
I'll have that, dude.
Okay.
I mean, I could be a dick, and I know I am sometimes with your food stuff because you are kind of
It's not going to be warm, dude. That's a long drive.
You have a palate of a 7-year-old girl, which is fine. But, I don't want you to transfer seafood to my house if it's going to take a while because But, your seafood stuff looks good. Yeah. I'm a seafood son of a bitch. Well, I went to sushi. We picked up sushi the other night, yesterday. We just call Yoshi Sono or whatever the fuck it is, and we're like, I fucking put it online, yoink, 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 badass stuff. Pick it up. It's pretty expensive, but you go home and you can eat it all night.
Sushi is so expensive,
but it's so good, man.
Okay, so my kids love sushi.
That's good.
And I always order too much, but I can't. I never know how much to order.
Man, it's good.
Sushi should not be as expensive as it is, though. It's very cheap to make. I've made sushi several times actually. With the sushi rice and the nori rolls.
The roll and the thing. Oh
yeah.
I like sashimi, homie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sashimi motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like that. I love curry. I could eat that. Or
sashimi is just the fish
ginger.
On top of the rice, right?
Yeah, it's just a fish. How they cut it perfectly. I try to cut it good. Those guys are fucking awesome at cutting. But you take it, and I love it. I like wasabi. I like mixing them with the soy sauce. Put a bunch of ginger. I love taking ginger with the sashimi, eating it. I love salmon roe. Man, octopus. God damn, I'm starving.
Smelt roe, you mean?
Salmon roe. Ikura.
Those are eggs.
Those are little
Fish
orange.
eggs.
Oh, little orange eggs. I put that on rice. God, loaded up with some soy. Damn.
Tell
good.
me you don't eat that fake crab.
What?
That fake crab that they say at the grocery store. You know, they had the imitation crab. Don't be eating that shit.
Yeah, I eat, dude. My palate, man. I'm telling you, man. I used to eat sushi twice a day in Jersey. Mm-hmm. Me and the boys, we go to fucking sushi.
It's very good for you.
And order just because it doesn't fill you up like a burger would. Mm-hmm. Like you can do things afterwards, you know. But
well, maybe you guys come over Christmas Eve too. I'll probably.
Yeah, I'm not coming over Christmas Eve, dude.
What
like
do
that's
you
just
mean,
like ridiculous.
Dude? I'm trying to get you to come over Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but why Christmas Eve?
Because I'm gonna make a big feast.
I gotta do something for Kate's birthday.
When's the birthday?
I don't.
Hey, I just saw Kate in the parking lot.
I don't know
on the way up here, and she's planning on going to the mall with you after this today.
I told her,
and she's dragging your ass out there.
No,
good thing you wore your neon shoes.
I look like a fucking idiot. Man, I'm not going to the mall
in your vest.
I go just you know what just get me whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to get her, man. Like I just don't. I know you guys are telling me do pictures and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. I get it, but like.
Oh, you guys should do.
And then all my buddies are like, I got a party bus for my 40th. It's like Kate's 40th. I'm like, fuck. Like, now, here's what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. All y'all. I want to take her. I got that badass fucking Wagoneer. Mm-hmm. Fill it up with all the shit.
You've been spilling shit inside of it.
No, I have not.
Yeah, you have.
Dude, don't say that.
Well, I'm telling you.
Dude, I don't have kids. Are you kidding?
You're spilling.
Dude, I'll get that my chew.
Slushies,
No.
chew.
Slushies, like I drink slushies. You fuck, what am I, a child? I don't have kids, dude. I don't put the dogs in there.
You gotta keep it clean inside.
I do. We didn't even drive. We drove Kate's car. But anyway, I want to take Kate, pack that badass fucking Grand Wagoneer, and go to Colorado. Me and her, no friends. Like, it's like, I want to be on my own program.
Oh, for her birthday?
Yes. And go to a ski in, ski out with a fat ass fucking tab and fucking creep around and go to nice, cute little fucking cabin-looking restaurants that look over the slope and da-da-da-da and drink fucking Bloody Marys and walk around and do a ski in, ski out. And I know she's going to be terrible at skiing, but I'll comfort her and we'll get our mind right the whole fucking time and probably make sweet love in a hot tub. That's what I want to do. But if I brought a bunch of dudes and like other friends, like they get annoying, and they let's go this way, and then Kate and I'll be like, no, we want.
What does she want to do?
She wants to do that. So I'm gonna find a badass place. You guys have any recommendations, man?
Oh, dude, I got a lot of recommendations.
I know you do, Andy. Tell me. Like, I want a cool spot. It doesn't need to be. I don't need people around. I don't need any. I want just lovely.
You gonna get on
Christmassy?
A plane?
No, I'm driving. I want to drive and we'll take our time.
You can't drive that car out there.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, you can.
That shit kicker? Are you out of your fucking... that thing's got like a 6'8".
They want you to put that many miles on it?
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, this guy thinks he thinks he can just drive it across the country. Like, I mean, and put on like 10,000 miles on this damn thing.
Yeah, you can, dude. It's a demo. And they're like, no, please tell stories and take a film and talk about it on the show and talk about it on your radio show and have an experience. That's why you have those kind of cars, is so you can make trips like that. Mm-hmm. I'll take a fucking picture with the goddamn thing over this. Yeah, that's what they want.
Did I tell you that I ordered a car?
Yeah, because you talked about this badass thing that you wanted to get, and now I'm like, where's it at? You still got your valve.
I ordered it through somebody, and then...
You did get on TV the other day, by the way. I was watching.
When? Yesterday?
Yeah. Look good.
I had that green...
They talked about you a lot.
Who did?
They just kept going to you. Kate and I was like, oh, there you go. What's up?
With the green... I wore the Christmas
I was
green.
half-wasted.
Yesterday?
Yeah. But,
just half?
You look good.
Just half-wasted?
I'm a fucking...
Dude, I ordered a car. I waited months for it to get here. It finally got here, and it was the wrong car.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Because I see you eyeing down my badass fucking shit kicker.
A little bit, but
I know you are.
But I'm not getting it.
What are you gonna get?
I like it a lot.
What are you getting?
I don't know.
I thought you said you're gonna get that.
Well, yeah, but now I'm open it back. Now I'm open it back up.
Get a badass
to the search because they delivered the wrong car. I mean, it's
Who are you dealing with? A bunch of clowns?
I'm thinking about making you a clam chowder, actually.
I'll eat that.
Now that I think about it. Okay.
Yeah, you're so sophisticated. Andy acts like he's like fucking Gordon Ramsay. I'll make you a clam chowder. Like, okay, cool.
I'm gonna make one.
I got one Campbell's one in my fucking thing. It's probably tastes the same.
No, it doesn't.
I got one in a can in a goddamn,
I think you and Kate need to go get professional photos done.
I look like shit.
No. Like a professional photographer, come out to the house, dude. You got that beautiful background.
It doesn't look good, right? Well, it looks good.
Get the
but
dogs.
It's wintertime.
Get the dogs.
It's too wintertime.
No. Just listen to me.
Yeah.
Maybe get a fire going, and you got the dogs. And you got that hairless cat that you have. Listen, I don't know if she's in condition for the pictures or not.
Boo Boo's been on NHL Network. Boo Boo's been on fucking.
No, she hasn't.
Yes, she has.
She's been on fucking, they're talking about her?
They talked about me stick handling around Boo on NHL Wagon Network. She was on NHL.com, a story about her. The Blues did something.
No one knows who she is.
Boo is the most popular kitty in St. Louis.
All right, you hearing all this controversy about
yank.
The Boston Bruins and like the Vancouver Canucks, Zdeno Chara, like accusing the Canucks players of practicing their cup celebration.
I'd be pissed too if I'm fucking Bieksa, dude. I'd be like, what?
Bieksa's like, what?
Hey, Chara, come on our podcast, by the way. Fucking Edelman. You go on a football podcast. You go on a hockey one? Like, no wonder. Put yourself in a fucking jam. They don't know how to talk to you.
So what do you think of the whole situation?
Well, it's like, if I'm Bieksa, who's a leader of that team, and all the fucking leaders, I like him, man. He's cool. He came on. He fucking shot from the fucking hip, dude. And I appreciate that, and I respect that. And he's the only good thing going on that damn. I like Elliot Freeman. They're all fine. They're all better than me and everything. I get that, but at least he's like a breath of fresh air. Where he's like, oh yeah, like he's cool. So if I'm him, and Chara finally speaks on a football podcast, which like okay, like no, they don't know how to talk to you. They don't know the hockey. It's different. It totally is. Yeah, they're athletes, but it's just not the same. And all of a sudden you're like, oh. You're calling out the leadership of Vancouver, saying that they celebrated and practicing celebrating when they're up 2-0. Like nobody would do that.
Well, why would he say that?
I don't know.
Like you don't just make up
he doesn't know
something
how to, he doesn't
like
know
that,
how to do. He doesn't know how to tell stories.
And I'm not. I believe Kevin Bieksa. Like
so do I.
Like, well, first off, who would do that anyway? Who's going on the ice?
I know.
Practicing your cup celebration.
That's ridiculous.
Especially, I think Vancouver was up 3-1 in the series.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm saying. Oh, so maybe they were doing. He's saying they were doing it before Game 7 or before.
I don't know.
I thought it was before Game 7. So what I'm saying is, if Vancouver all of a sudden now is forced to, they're not doing that. After losing
it doesn't matter if you do it after the first game, the second game.
Nobody's doing
that.
Nobody's doing that.
Everybody's watching you. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? That would have been everywhere. Chara, figure out how to speak on podcasts.
That's goofy that he would make.
And don't get me wrong, I fucked up on podcasts too.
Yeah, you did.
I know. So I'm a hypocrite.
It's easy to do.
It is, and this is not even that bad.
So Julian Edelman, you don't think he should go on that podcast?
I don't know. I'm just
Julian,
jealous.
He's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
I'd have him on, actually.
Yeah, I know. I would, too.
I'd get him on.
Who am I kidding? But I would be pissed. Excuse me. If I was Kevin Bieksa, man, I'm like, what? You think I'd as a leader, let anybody do that? And you don't think the media everywhere would be like, what the fuck is this? How do you practice holding a cup up? Maybe they scored on like a penalty shot and they're like, I don't know. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't see anybody doing that.
Now you speak, Chara.
But if you do that, you should be called out for it.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
And we should know.
But we don't know.
But I believe Bieksa, man, for him to take it that far, where it's like a headline.
He chirped Elliot.
Yeah, he did. It's so funny.
But Elliot's cool, man.
Yeah, but that's what you do when you respect people.
Yeah, I chirp you every day.
Yeah,
you chirp me. Actually, people don't even realize, I think Andy, as a whole, chirps me more than I chirp him.
Oh, that is not true.
If there's a ratio of me like pumping your tires up and me chirping you, like I'm like, 70-30, but you're 100% chirp.
My sister-in-law would not agree with that.
No, because I'm louder and I cuss and I'm like, and it's just like more staunch. You're just like, you don't know anything. You don't know. You're not good at it.
I would never say that.
I'm like, okay. So.
I will say you're not dressed for the mall today.
I'm not going.
Yeah, you are going.
No, I'm not going. I'm not going in the mall. My feet smell.
What are you getting Kate for Christmas? Like, dude, you're gonna have to.
Why do I like, look at my worries? Like, fuck, I'm okay. You know, like I worry about getting Kate something for Christmas. Like, people are fucking struggling. I'm a pussy. I'm gonna be a pussy. I'm sorry, guys and girls.
Oh, you can't say that. I don't think actually.
What?
Can you say that?
Oh, man, whatever. God, I don't even care anymore.
Dude, get her something nice. And
like
I
what?
hope she does
like
the same
what,
for you.
man?
I think maybe
She always gets me some.
Maybe some.
I have a lot of weird little things that I like, you know, and that I'd be like, oh, cool, like a little trinket of a castle. I'd be like, oh, this is awesome.
You know what? One of the best kept secrets you can do, and this is what I recommend to any. Listen, anybody wants any advice out there, just listen for a second.
Yeah.
So what you do is, Cam, you can take your wife's ring into the jewelry store.
Yeah.
And
get another thing on it?
No, you can get like an upgrade, and they give you like
but her ring's
they give you full value. Well, if you don't need to do that, you don't need to do it.
Her ring, dude. Oh boy, fucking
yeah, no, yeah, you did a nice job on that ring. It's a nice ring.
Yeah, because I know when she walks around.
But
not that that's the end all be all. Like I was making money at the time, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna hook her up, you know. So
no, you really weren't when you got married.
When I got out of the ring, I was 2010.
Oh, you got the ring. Yeah, you guys were engaged for quite some time.
Yeah, 2011.
That's a long engagement.
I know. I hear about it from her friends.
For 11 years, you're engaged?
Like her friends would come up to me like, why ain't you getting her pregnant? I'm like, get out of my face. I think you got kids all over this fucking city. Get out of here, woman.
I think that's a great question.
My sperm's no good. What do you think it is? You think I'm wearing a condom? I haven't worn a condom in fucking decades.
Hey, but get her some jewelry or something, dude.
No, she doesn't want jewelry, dude.
You don't know what she wants?
Yes, I do.
She tell you that?
She's been with me for a long time,
she tell
brother.
you that?
She's been through a lot with me.
How about a new coat?
She wants me to be healthy.
How about a new coat?
Yeah, but like she's particular with her coat. Like, what is good? Anytime I get her clothes, she's just like, and I know she doesn't wear it, so she takes it back. Like,
Get her a nice Canada Goose so she can sit outside.
Man, she's not in Canada.
Well,
she's not going on like skiing. Like, we're going to go on a ski trip maybe.
She's going to need that coat.
But like, other than that, we're not running outside on fucking sleighs with horses and stuff.
Why don't you buy something for? Why don't you buy a side-by-side, dude, for the two of you?
Yeah, that's a little bit too much. We got more.
Okay,
I'm not. You're coming up with a side-by-side that costs $28,000. Like, no. Like, I'm not gonna. We will do that, but that's like a summer thing more. Then we'll figure that one out. But like, we got stuff to do around the house.
Well, get us some new pots and pans, dude.
That could be something, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like some badass.
A knife set.
We need.
You need a knife set.
Yes, we do. But that's more of like both of our stuff. Like we both need.
Well,
knives.
that's what you get. Dude.
I get that. Okay, Andy, that was a good one.
Yeah.
But I think I need something from the heart, though. I need to do a goddamn scroll again.
No, you don't.
She loves that scroll.
That is not. What do you have? Scrolls all over the house?
We have
two.
You gotta stop we have with one. That. No, it's right by her bed. It's a scroll with a little ribbon.
No one even reads it. You can't even read it.
Yeah, you can. I did it.
And it takes too long.
I must have took a bunch of Adderall, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you because I made this thing so cool looking, and like right now I'm thinking like trying to be creative with it, and I'm like, oh god, like I don't know.
What do you think of Ovechkin scoring like empty net goals all the time?
Let him do what he wants.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
How he gets there.
No,
he's just gonna get there.
I want him to beat
Gretzky. Scored a shit ton of empty net goals too. Man.
Come on, Andy.
Gretzky's the all-time leader in empty net goals. Yeah. I think.
You know who's not? Is Hawley never got him because he was never out there at the end.
Let me say this about Brett Hall. He scored 86 that year with no empty net goals. No shorthanded goals.
Well, whatever shorthanded. I'll give you shorthanded. That
just
makes.
Saying.
Well, fuck you. That's like 4 on 5. Like, it's a big deal.
One of the most amazing.
Yeah.
Stats in the history of hockey. This guy would have blown away Wayne Gretzky's record if he was on the ice. Listen, I'm not going to say it cheapens it, but it's obvious that, you know, he's like a, I don't know if you've ever seen like a sloth bear. You know what that is?
Sloths are actually cute. They have long claws. They're very slow.
A sloth bear is the most dangerous animal on the planet. A sloth bear will absolutely destroy you. If you don't know what a sloth bear is, you need a video of this shit right now. It is the scariest thing you've ever seen. Okay?
Now, is this the short-nosed bear from back in the fucking Ice Age?
With the long legs, and they got a lower back. Dude, I just saw a video of one of these things.
Show me, Brody. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep, they're weird. Yep.
No. Show them the video.
No, I know what they're. No, they're horrible.
Twitter, search
You're
sloth
thinking
bear
of.
video.
I thought of sloths. Now the sloth bear, what he just showed me, those
Wait till
things
you
are probably.
see this video.
I know what they are. They look like half orangutan, half.
It'll
bear.
eat your head off.
Let me see, bro.
Watch this thing.
Andy found something on YouTube. You know,
I mean, this thing will absolutely get you.
Brody, just press play.
This guy's shooting at it.
Good. Oh, that's nice.
No, not that. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
talking
all
about
good.
shooting.
It ain't that
There's
cool.
a sloth
It
bear
ain't
that's
that
coming
cool.
at this guy.
I know that happens, Andy.
No, so they are very, very scary, very dangerous. But anyway, so he would have absolutely slaughtered Wayne Gretzky's all-time single-season goal-scoring record of 92. Okay, if he would have been out there.
Yeah.
So it's obvious when Washington has an extra attack, or when they have a situation where they're facing an empty net, that he's out there and he's going for it, and the coach is putting him out there. No matter how, if they're up by 2 goals, 1 goal, it doesn't matter. He's out there.
I don't care.
Okay.
Well, what do you always say? Like, oh God, that's horrible. Fuck that. Like that's what they're doing. I want him to break Gretzky's record.
Well, he's
man.
going to. I don't
How
know.
do you know?
Oh, I know for a fact.
I say hook him up as much as possible. It's good for hockey.
This guy,
he's the coolest thing going, dude. And he's Russian.
He's
will
the
not
fucking
coolest superstar going.
He will not retire.
Good, don't.
Until
I hope he plays forever.
he passes him. And now he's less than 100 away, dude.
I hope he plays.
He might catch him on empty net goals alone.
Again, Ovi's cool. It's not like some random
He
dude.
might get 30 empty net goals.
Like Ovi's so goddamn cool in every way possible. I want him to break. I want him to get
Who's
to 900.
the second coolest player in the league?
That's a good question. Ovi's the coolest fucking dude going, dude. But I'd say, let me think about it for a second here, man. You know, I mean, Kaner was cool as shit for a long time.
Oh, Kaner, for sure.
The Kane dog was pretty goddamn cool. You know, like Pronger was cool when he was playing. Like, I look at fucking Pronger, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm the fucking man. I'm playing 35. Like, I'm quarterbacking power plays. I don't come off the ice. Like, I'm tough. I'll cross-check you in the face. To me, that's cool. Ovi will put you down with hits. He's awesome.
Who's the second coolest?
Lucic was cool when he was doing his
He
thing,
was.
brother. When Lucic was up in Boston and he was scoring and he was mean and he was killing guys. Chrissy Boy Neal was cool as shit his entire career. No teeth, tough as fuck. Put you downtown, Chinatown.
PK Subban.
Man.
You didn't think he was
See,
cool?
you try to set me up to say
Dude, I'm asking you if you. A lot of people thought he was very cool.
Jacob Trouba's cool.
Trouba's
Now he's
cool.
making $8 million and he hasn't scored and stuff like that. People get chirped for that.
Yeah, but he crushes
he'll
guys.
put you down, dude.
But
Dustin Bufflin was
that's
cool.
not how you define coolness.
That's
though.
how I do.
What about Jack Hughes?
Yeah, I like Jackie Boy. Damn right. He's doing it up, man. Played 6-minute shift the other day.
Well,
Goddamn right.
Brady Tkachuk.
Brady. There you go, Andy. Sorry. Brady Tkachuk. Brady's fucking awesome.
Matthew Tkachuk.
Matty's cool, but Brady's cooler.
Is he?
I think, and this this the way he does his shit. Like Matthew will kind of fall. Like Brady doesn't fall. Matthew will like get kind of like play the, I got hurt. Like, which is
He
fine.
hadn't done that in a while, though.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I think Brady's just like, I don't give a fuck. I'll take this puck to the net. And Matthew will do that too. But Brady will be like, I'll go you. Like, he's just cool, dude.
Yeah.
And he's a goofball. Just like his daddy would say.
Yeah.
Brady's still like a goofball. And I love that because I'm a goofball. So are you. You act like you're cool, but you're a fucking goofball.
Act like I'm cool. Yeah, so that's interesting. All right.
Yeah. What else?
Brittany Griner, dude.
Man, and we already talked
can we,
about this.
No, can we talk about this? I mean, this was like a very thought out, strategic plan, Cam, that took place for Brittany. Okay?
She's an American, man. You got to get her back. And he did.
What'd you think of the whole
I don't
situation?
care if she kneels. I don't care anymore about that. She's an American. You get her out. Now, the other Marine, there might be a little bit more. They say he's a spy. I don't know. Now, he did get fucking dishonorable discharge. He did steal some coin from the Army or from the military, whatever it is. Marines, fine, which we love. We love all y'all. But it might be more to the story with him. Now, they just released another dude no one talked about. But Brittany Griner is a goddamn American. You get her out.
I think
Now, the fucking merchant of death, He's a scary-looking dude, and he's probably going to kill a lot of Ukrainian folk, just so you know, because you're going to get, everyone's like, oh, he's not going to get back in. Yeah, okay. You know, like,
do you think he goes back to his former life?
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you think he found Jesus? Are you out of your mind?
His name is Victor Boot.
Yes. Scary
now,
motherfucker.
Let me talk about Victor Boot here for a second.
Scary dude.
Okay, so this dude, what do you think was in his little manila folder that he had when he was like walking off the plane?
Dude.
Can you believe that old school? I mean, I felt like I was watching a movie, dude, when they did the prisoner swap.
Where was that at in fucking...
What kind of planes were they
was that
on?
in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. The Saudis were there.
Yeah.
It was in UAE.
Yeah, Emirates, United. Yes.
Why was it there?
Wealthy, because it's somewhat neutral, and it's one of the wealthiest countries going.
Okay, so why was it there?
Probably because
what kind of plane was she on? Was she like on a PJ?
Jet? Yeah, damn right. Get her out.
They say she talked for 12 of the 18 hours.
Get her out. Good.
Okay, so they got her out.
Good for you.
Now, do you believe?
I don't know about
that
him.
They say that he wasn't on the cards here for this particular swap. That it was either
one or the
Britney
other.
or nobody.
Somebody came out and said it was one or the other. They have to pick.
Yeah,
and
but I don't think that's not what the White House is saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, believe them. Yeah, okay. Are you going to believe the Grand Pierre? Yeah, believe her.
I'm telling you.
She knows what she's talking about. Yeah.
Who, the girl from the...
Jean Grand Pierre? Yeah. She knows. Believe her, Andy. Now, listen. You believe what you want. Just like with the Paul Pelosi, just like with all this shit. You do your own homework. I don't trust any of them, okay? I don't trust the White House. I don't trust the media.
You think Whelan was an option?
I think Whelan was an option. Just my opinion, but I also think Whelan has a little bit more than you think attached to him. Now, I don't know.
I don't know why you're saying that.
Do
you really think that? I mean, do you know that? Or
I don't know it. I'm saying...
Are people saying that?
No, I don't know.
So you're like almost
because if not, you got to get the good dude out and try to get him out. But there might be more to the story, and if there's not, then get him out. Then you know. But you got Brittany, good. Get her out.
She seems to be doing in good health.
No, she dunked.
And apparently in her first workout, she dunked in her first workout.
Where's the video?
Well, I sent you the story.
Yeah, I know. But
and you're like, "Where's the video?"
Did she do like
nobody? I don't think.
What kind of dunk was it?
I think her.
Phil Kessel.
Her wife.
Dunk.
I forgot her name. Who presented herself very well at the White House in her remarks, her comments. She was probably there at the work. I do not believe she's posted anything on her Instagram or anything like that to see if she posted video of the dunk.
She
hasn't decided if she's coming back next season. But if she does, the Phoenix Mercury will certainly be.
Andy loves it. And
selling out games and their television ratings
with his mask on, like yes, the one guy there.
But you know what? Hey, listen, a lot of people are being very negative about her getting out.
I know. I say she's American. Get her out, man. Damn right, get her out, and she's out. It's a little wake up call. You gotta watch what you do in other countries. You know, you do.
Would you bring vape pens?
To Russia? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't go to Russia if my life depended on it.
You wouldn't?
Oh, fuck no.
You could play in the KHL or something.
Why would I do that? I turned that down years ago. But you know, like Yablonsky, our boy Trevor Gillies, our boy fucking Johnny Boy Morasti, they fucking loved it, dude. Those fucking hardcore fucking KGB.
I didn't know there was a lot of like fights and stuff like that.
Shit tons, dude. They had monsters, dude. Monsters. And all those shit kickers that we fucking know that we talk to and they listen to the podcast are like, no, we loved it, Cam. But I'm just letting y'all know I wouldn't do it, you know. Especially now. Crazy. But the shit kickers fucking had a great time. They treated them great. But then you hear horror stories, so, you know.
Damn.
I know.
I hear a lot
fucking
of horror
Morasti
stories.
got into a fight with Yabo over there and with a bunch of Russians, and it's on video. Like, they're lucky, man, they didn't get stuck in a goddamn gulag.
Damn.
Fucking imagine those two badass fucking Canadian shit kickers walking into a Russian hardcore prison too. They both got fucking mohawks. Look, they'd be in a jam, but I think they'd get respect in that jail.
Well, how do you think Brittany handled it?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody fucked with her.
Not the women. Well, I don't know, Andy, but you would be a fucking hair braider.
She had to cut her hair.
You would be a hair braider.
Because her hair was freezing. Her hair was freezing.
Yeah. Oh.
No, like from the winter in the penal colony.
And everybody's like, oh, she kneeled. Like, I know. Like, you know, I know, and you know how I am with that stuff. I love fucking our military. I have a tattoo of American flag on my fucking leg. I love it. Born in the middle of the U.S.
You
baby.
do?
Yeah, I do.
Is that?
Talking
I
about
know. You said the middle
my
of your
fucking
leg.
tattoo right here, a flag and an eagle.
So, okay.
Yeah, I got that when I was 17 in Windsor, and
probably got infected, dude.
no, it didn't. It didn't. I know what you mean by those, but I didn't. But
is that what it was supposed to look like?
well, I haven't got anything done since I was 17 years old. My dad comes up. He's like, I had my boxers on, in the hotel. He goes, "What's on your fucking leg?" I go, "Oh yeah, I got a tattoo." He's like, "All right, like whatever." Like,
Yeah.
I was young,
I once pierced my ear,
I did that too.
like on my own at my buddy's house.
I used to bleach my hair, pierce my ear, got a tattoo. Just want to be different. I just want to be different.
Why are you trying to stand out?
Because that's part of my soul. I wanted to stick out and be an entertainer and fight and take my jersey off. Yeah, that's motivation to I want the crowd to go crazy. I want girls to like me.
What would you do to have that one more time to be able to?
Dude, I do it now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
You don't take your shirt off
No,
in the
God,
box.
no. I know, but talking on here is my release. Talking on the radio for 3 hours, being funny to people, entertaining, have people text in have fun. Having people send me messages about driving in Saskatchewan fucking ran or Sweden or New York or wherever, Mississippi, and they're like, "I'm a truck driver, man. Listen to you." Whatever. Even if they don't even like hockey, they're like, "Fuck, what's up? I just listened to you. I saw you on this." It was whatever. And that makes me feel good. It really does. I like to entertain people. But part of that, man, is just embedded into your soul. I'll do anything to put a show on. And that means fight that guy over there at 6'8". I'll do it. Just like you'll do anything
What about
to
off the ice?
bird watch in the locker room.
What about off the ice?
What about it?
You fighting the guy who's 6'8" in the bar?
I did back then. I got my ass kicked, too.
Well,
I got beat up one time in Windsor so fucking bad by these fucking Detroit boys. I was young. We were talking to girls. They were older.
you told this story.
And that fucker choked me out, man. Oh, sorry, Andy. You want to tell another story about you? That guy choked me out so bad. It was the most embarrassing goddamn thing ever. This is a wake-up call.
Did you give your hand
yeah,
waving your hand hey, okay.
It's like when I had my seizure.
Dude,
that's what it felt like.
Did you see who was that? Thomas Shabbat?
Yeah, slash his own guy.
Oh my God,
Jesus!
Dude. Could you imagine?
Al McInnes did that. Remember that back in the day?
No,
And I know what.
I don't remember. Keith Bauer did.
No. Our boy Al, who we love.
He shot a puck at my head.
No.
One time.
We want him on here, by the way.
I know.
I know we get a stoic ass on here. Love him. Al was a big part where I came in. He was always good to me.
Yeah.
Al slashed somebody on the bench one time. You don't remember that?
I think I do.
Yeah. Remember he was pissed. He came off the bench, and in the late 90s, early 2000s, he slapped, and it broke.
He didn't mean to do it.
He didn't know.
Yeah.
He didn't mean to do it. No. He was in frustration. He was probably fucking on
Al
Suey
had
watch.
a temper, man. When he
Dude,
played.
he's tougher than
He
shit.
was insane. He was super
Love
intense.
him, dude.
One time,
His kid's not going to Russia, by the way.
no, he's not.
We talked to him.
We did. He is not going to Russia.
That.
He's playing over in Germany. Love Ryan McInnes, man.
Yeah,
I'll give him
man.
a shout out.
God, is he a goddamn good player? Him skate. I know but just the way he moves for 6'6", I'm like, that kid, go make some money. So in Russia.
So one time Al was rehabbing an injury, shoulder injury, whatever. I'm a young ass reporter, but I knew, these guys who were hurt, who were skating before practice. I you know how hungry I was.
I know.
back then.
No,
I'd
you're a
get there
go-getter.
early,
No,
dude.
I know you are. I'm
and
not chirping.
I want to know if
swear to God.
Al's skating or not. So my naive, young, bitch ass, honestly, not even knowing any better, I just go stand on the bench.
Yeah.
On the
So
Blues
what?
bench. It's that's how it was back then.
I know.
Larry Flo would walk by.
I know.
Hi, Andy. I want him on the fucking bench.
I'm just doing my job. I
Yeah.
need to know. What's the difference between being on the bench or going up in the
So
thing?
I'd go on the bench. Al, the far end of the ice turns around, takes a slap shot. And it literally just misses my head. But it's one of those things where he shot the puck at me, but he didn't mean to, he wasn't trying to come close to hitting me. He didn't want it to go over the boards.
Dead.
So he was messing around kind of thing, hey, what are you watching me for? Not super pissed. shoots the puck, but it gets away from him because it's Al McKinnon shooting the puck. And I'm like, oh, my God. So I just turn and I walk off the bench and just walk back, down the runway. And he's skating over. He's like, hey, Andy, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Like, don't write that.
I know.
Like, hey,
you didn't write it.
I didn't mean. Of course not.
No, that's why he likes.
There's certain people.
No, you don't fuck with
that. Have never said anything negative about.
No, I know. I think you're fair.
He's one of them, man.
I wouldn't be partners with you if you just like you wouldn't with me if I was a psycho.
When I was writing, dude, I was always good to the players.
I know. You're honest, 100%.
One time I remember Barrett Jackman was like chirping me for something that I wrote. He's like,
"What? He toe pick 5 times in a row?"
He was like chirping me. He's like, "Yeah, we don't do this or whatever." Like, okay,
no, you don't do it.
And Big Walt yells from the other side of the dressing room. He goes, "He's right."
A big dog.
And so then it got quiet,
I love Jackie Boy too. And Jax just put a little picture out of his house in Kirkwood. He's got the horses. He's got the horses back there.
I was talking to his wife about that yesterday.
I should go there for they have a New Year's party all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I like
you
Jax,
should head
man.
to it.
That's something I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like that. I like that stuff.
Would you have a horse? It looks like a miniature
If I had a lot of
horse.
money, that's a pony.
Yeah.
If I had a lot of money, I would buy a cool little ranch in the middle of Missouri, probably near Herman, with rolling hills that a farmer died and his son or daughter don't want to afford the taxes on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd take it over, 1,000 acres, if I had a ton of money. I'd put a nice log cabin on that bad boy. I'd make a little pond behind me, a lake, and I'd have horses. And I'd have people come take care of them, cost you a couple $100,000 a year or whatever it is to take care of them. But I'd take care of them too, learn how to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Kate and I'd have our own little I'd have a black and a white horse.
Oh, two separate ones?
Two separate ones. Kate has a white one. I have a shit-kicking, fucking badass, all blacked out stallion or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd learn how to cruise, and we'll go to like the most beautiful spot on our 1,000 acres. Take a
1,000 acres?
I'd have 1,000 acres. Yep. And I'd have a badass like.
What are you gonna do with 1,000 acres, dude? You don't need
Explore. You have money. I'm just saying, if I had a ton of money, if you keep selling, Andy, I'm just you keep doing it. No, but like if I had a ton of money, I'd buy 500,000 acres in the middle of Missouri. So I'm close to St. Louis, close to everybody, close to you, Kate's family, my family, whatever. And I'd have a cool cabin in the middle of it. And I'd have horses, and you just go explore the ranch, explore different things. Talk to them. I'd have loyal people working for me that I take care of, like fucking cowboys, like goddamn John Winsick, shit kickers.
Where are
like
you
that.
Doing this?
In Herman. There's this land. There's so much land. Beautiful rolling hills. It starts the Osage Mountain Range, and you got cougars. You got fucking sometimes black bear. You got stuff.
What
you got
kind
coyotes.
of cougars?
Them Viking cougars.
Toe dragging them cougars.
Yeah, but I would do that, and I would have and I'd have people take care of the horses because I don't know how to do it, and just love them like they're your doggies and take them everywhere.
Okay, so getting back to it, if your teammate sat on the bench and he like slams his stick and hits you across the face,
I know.
Dude,
It's happened before.
Has it?
Yeah.
To you?
Guys, fucking like, God damn.
Right. Well, I see that. O'Reilly does that.
Yeah.
He slams his stick all the time when he comes off the bench.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's not hitting his teammates, but like you can see
like,
guys.
All right, motherfucker, I got my own problem.
That are sitting there. It's like I always see these baseball players, dude. Like somebody gets all pissed off, like swinging his bat at the Gatorade jug, or like throwing.
Get off! Like, we're all pissed.
Don't do that. Don't do that next to me.
Exactly. But you know what? Like fuck you.
I
got my own fucking problem.
Because if you hit me here, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Oh, I know. It's like, oh, okay. Like settle down, control yourself. I just struck out too. Fuck you. I got my own fucking problems.
Oh my God. Some people just.
Well, your fucking wife's mad at you. So my wife's pissing me. We all got our own goddamn problems. Shut the fuck up. That's why I don't like hanging out with mopey people. I know I'm being like mopey today a little bit, I guess. I'm just trying to be like.
You're
real.
allowed to be mopey.
No, but even then, like I don't want to be like silent to like.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody go like my mom died. Okay, your mom's gonna fucking pass away. Brody's fucking dad passed away. He's fucking 22 years old. We all are eating a shit fucking sandwich. You got to do your fucking job, man. You just got to go to work. You got to do your thing. You got to learn from it though. Like meaning like I always tell you guys, like call your relatives that you haven't talked to. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. I'm telling you, fucking the dumbest shit. My mom and her fucking sister didn't talk forever.
What was the beef?
What do you think? Stupid.
What do you
as
mean?
shit.
What do I think?
They live right next to each other.
What the hell? What was their beef?
Politics.
Oh,
Dumb.
shit. Well, that'll do it.
So dumb.
I've experienced that a little bit,
Oh,
too.
God. Like, who cares? Who cares? Like, it's insanity.
Cam,
and in order for her to talk to it, she's got to get sick.
Oh, yeah.
It's just stupid.
Oh, really? So that's
kind of.
Okay, but I don't.
Like, fucking ridiculous.
I don't
stupid.
identify as a liberal or a conservative.
I don't even know what I am. I flow with the wind.
I focus on the issues.
Yeah, like, here's my take on this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Convince me. Say, hey, Cam, don't worry about the border. And then give me like 10 things why it doesn't matter. I'm like, well, okay, well, you haven't done that
focus
yet.
on the issues, and then I decide, who I want to.
Tell me why we should lock our children down and okay, like stuff like that. Like,
there was a report how many lives were saved because of the vaccine. I just saw that actually today.
Yeah. No, I know. They probably said, maybe my mom and dad
Were they vaccinated?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Absolutely. They were. So was Kate's mom and dad.
How was her reaction to the vaccine? Was it?
I don't know. Well, how's she doing?
Was she sick
Christ,
beforehand?
No, she wasn't. But I'm not blaming it on that. It's her liver, man. It was a liver. It is not vaccine. And I know people talk. Maybe that happened to some people. I don't know. But my mom.
People are asking about a service.
No, we're doing a family thing.
You're not going to do a funeral?
No, man. No, because
like a service?
We're private.
Like a celebration
we're pretty
of
private.
life?
Like, I'm not private because I talk about everything. But my parents are. We're doing, just like we did with our Nana. And I got this, my dad's got this awesome bench at the park that they go to. I told you guys, and it's like the best number one nurse, number one hockey mom, whatever it is.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we got a bench dedicated to her at the huge Route 66
What kind of
park.
bench?
Like a bench that looks
A
over
park
the river.
bench?
Yes.
And who's dedicating it?
My dad, our family.
What are you going to have, like a little stone
Yeah,
there?
plaque.
And it's going to say...
No, it's a bench that says this is Amy Lou Jansen.
Who's making the bench?
Our buddies that run the park.
Really?
Yeah, dude, that's our fucking...
And they're going to...
250,000 people go to that park a year. Right?
And they're going to sit on it. Is it going to say like Amy Jansen?
Fuck yes.
In memory of Amy Jansen?
Number one hockey mom, number one nurse, number one... Yeah, damn right. It's going to look over this beautiful part of the river on this cliffside.
We had Dale Talon on in the previous episode.
Big deal.
Big
D.
He's a beauty, dude.
Big D-Dow.
A lot of people were like, dude, I love that interview and whatever. So
Yeah, he was cool,
He was
man.
cool. He was cool. So this one's cool too, man. Chris Neal,
Chrissy boy.
2,500 career penalty minutes, no suspensions.
I just wanted to
Ever.
beat him, man.
Although if he was playing, a couple of those hits were like
Oh, God,
suspendable
yeah.
hits.
Oh, yeah.
Just a few years later, and it was like earlier in his career where they weren't suspending players for those hits. Go look up the Chris Drury hit.
Yeah.
Look up the Brian Boyle hit.
Yeah.
Who's, has like miracle, like spiritual Brian Boyle, he can do. You know,
I like him, man.
oh, he was awesome. Chris Neal is awesome too, man. Honestly, this guy, he was kind of exactly who I thought he would be, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I know. He's a faith-driven dude, and he's cool as hell,
Mm-hmm.
and he was tougher than shit. And every time I watched him, like the way I played, like I'm like, damn, I like to be, I like his style, everything, because he could play.
You never lost a tooth, huh?
No, man. I got cut open.
That tells
man.
me you didn't play hard enough.
I know. I think you're right, dude.
You never lost a tooth?
No. I never really had a broken bone either.
I mean, I lost a tooth, dude, playing hockey.
I wasn't tough like you, dude. You know?
I can't believe you never lost. Did
always-
you ever get a stitch?
What? In my
Just
face.
making sure.
Yeah, man, I got rocked too. Hardcore.
We've seen some big hits recently.
Yeah, true.
These guys don't expect to get hit.
Who got rocked from the Devils here?
Miles Wood
Jesus.
just destroyed.
Yeah, good for you.
It's an awesome hit.
Awesome hit, man. Those are like dream hits.
They really
Clean
are,
dream
man.
hits.
Chris Neal would just crush people.
Oh, fuck.
Absolutely
that thing-
destroy people.
There's always like one or two guys on Facebook like, this is disgusting.
Oh, really?
Okay.
For what? Like, well, you should talk to those people. Like,
I can't.
You got to listen to them.
I do. I read everything, but I don't like. I'll chime in here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do everything. Like, I don't want to chime in every. But I like it, man. People people love the posts. Well, there's always a couple guys. These are disgusting. Let me go out. I'm like, okay. I'm like, sorry. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Did your mom like your fighting?
Yeah.
She did?
No, it scared her. But after a while, when you're doing it all the fucking time.
What was she doing during your fights?
Get him. Punch in the air.
No.
Yeah.
Was she tough?
Yeah. And her daddy was tough.
Where do you think you got your...
Both of them mixed together.
Your toughness from?
Yeah, both of them. It doesn't just happen, you know.
I know.
So, like, they were both athletic and tough.
I don't know where I got it from, dude.
I don't know either, man. Probably the sky.
It's amazing.
It is.
Chris Neal, though, I will say this business that he has of, like, skating through the
was
woods
pretty cool. Yeah, I know.
on a trail is the most Canadian thing I've ever
I
seen.
wish it was here in St. Louis.
Oh my!
somehow.
Well, no, I'm looking into it.
Well, it doesn't work that way.
Why not?
Because of the weather.
What do you
It's
mean?
45 degrees out right now. Are you going to do that?
You can do it in January and February.
No, you can't.
But you need to do it around Christmas
can't.
time. Listen,
No, you can't.
Cam, can I
Barely,
tell you why I know?
barely.
Can I tell you why I
For
know?
maybe a month.
So I used to own rental properties, and one of the properties that I owned, the pipes would always freeze in the basement. In fact, dude, I'd get phone calls all the time. The pipes are frozen. Pipes burst, dude. It was an absolute nightmare.
Oh, God.
The morning
Old-ass
Chloe was
pipes.
born. Chloe was born at like midnight. At 7 a.m., I'm getting a text from my tenant. Like, she had been born for like 7 hours. And she actually was in, like, she was born with like a little bit of a fever or something. So she was like in this like ICU thing. 7 a.m., dude. 7 hours later, I'm getting a text from my tenant saying that the pipes are frozen. Okay, it was I hated it. So it was always that first week of January and throughout the month of January. So I used to have to send text messages every day. Be like, hey, let's make sure you drip that water. Reminder, drip that water.
Drip the water.
Oh, yeah, if you drip the water, you open up the water valve, it won't freeze.
Yeah,
The
old
pipes,
school.
Yeah, the pipes won't freeze. So I'm telling you, dude, I could do this business skating through the woods on the trails in January and February because it's cold enough.
How does that tell me that you could?
Because I know what the weather is in January and February.
It's different every year.
You don't think people would go to that?
Yeah, if it was consistently cold, but it's just not consistently.
Well, you get a
cold
refrigeration system.
Yeah, well, that costs
There's
you out
outdoor
the
rinks
fucking
here in town.
Yeah, I know, but they have $1 million system underneath.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to rely on the weather itself.
You think that's what they
Therefore,
do
this is ignorant
in Ottawa?
conversation.
I think they probably have a system.
I would say they
Because
probably
they've got
rely
a
on-
rink, too.
I would say they rely on the weather for the outdoor skating thing that he put up.
Really?
Yeah. You think he put pipes throughout that whole thing? I don't know.
I'm thinking maybe
he said it's like a mile long. I
know.
I think.
I just want to hold hands with my wife going through
I think
that.
it'd be cool. I do that.
With like a scarf on.
I do that.
Hot chocolate. No booze allowed, though. I checked out the website.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You ain't going.
Yeah.
No, maybe you would.
I'd probably bring my own.
Probably
booze
bring
and
your
go to hell.
I bet you everybody does. I bet you
I
a
know.
lot of people are just bringing their own
I'd
little.
have to like go to church the next day and be like, sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's all right.
Although he talked about, and he likes to have a beer too, and
That's what he was saying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
At the rink he did with like Brady and the boys.
Yeah.
So he broke his own rules, but he can do that because he's the owner.
Hey, what do you? Yeah. Oh yeah. Andy, I don't know. I like him though, man. He's cool as hell.
Oh, he's awesome, and he's getting his jersey retired. Listen, a lot
I
of
thought
the
he already did.
I don't think it's happened yet.
Oh, really?
Well, they made the announcement, but I don't think it's happened. A lot of the old school media were like, okay, he's not a Hall of Famer, and he didn't score 5. Some of the media, I shouldn't say old school, but just a lot of the were like surprised. But then, like, all you gotta do is look at it. It's like every organization or franchise, they know their players better than everybody else, so they know the impact they made not only on the ice but off the ice.
Dude.
What the personality was like,
They
what
could just, like,
and
drawn
what
out
they
of a
meant
hat.
to the franchise.
Yeah.
This guy played his entire career with the Ottawa
It
Senators.
was awesome.
Never with another team, and brought it every single night, man.
Oh,
and
dude.
he left a mark.
Yes, he did.
So you think about the great players
look at the
in that franchise history. How are you not going to include him?
I know. No, I agree. Dude, he was awesome.
With no teeth.
No teeth, just did everything. Warrior, leader, great human, good off the ice, set up different things.
He looks like Matt Damon or something, like
a tough version of Matt Damon.
tough version.
Yeah, because he's got the hair.
He's got
he's got that good
He's got that
jaw,
chin,
big
jaw.
big jaw, like Sergeant Slaughter.
He speaks very Canadian.
Oh, he's Canadian, boy. That's not Canadian. Yeah, there, and
Like
we got the thing there. We had a cup of beer after, and Peelsy's got the fucking. He's got the trailer park Canadian. He does. He grew up in trailer park.
He did.
Hey, Cameron, I just wanted to say. I love him. He called me, dude.
I know
and
he
texted
did.
me.
He told me.
And all the people are so sweet, man. Like, man, it makes me feel good. It really does. I make fun of shit, but we all chirp each other. But when push comes to shove, when people need to be nice, man, they're pretty fucking nice.
Okay, well, all the best to Denny.
Yeah.
Let him know what I can do.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I'll let him know.
Think about making you guys some barbecue or something. I got a new shipment of this barbecue sauce. I gave you that barbecue sauce, that guy. Have you tried that vinaigrette and stuff?
Yep.
Dude, it's good shit.
I liked it on brisket. I like that good Carolina sweet.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Damn good.
Really good.
Carolina thin sauce.
As we said at the top of the show, Cam, before we get to Chris Neal, we said Hair Club is a proud sponsor. In fact, it's our title sponsor right here.
Damn right, baby.
On the Cam and Strick Podcast. Check out the title page. And again, Cam, don't be embarrassed when you walk in there.
Well, that's the whole thing. Just get the hell in there. Everybody knows what the fuck's going on. Just go in there and get your shit done. Get it done quick. It's a good feeling when it all grows back. I'm telling you.
Is it, like, describe that feeling? Can you?
Well, you look yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh, it's coming. And when you get your hair cut, the girl will be like, your hair's growing back.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like, you have hair growing back. They're like, wow. Like, hell yeah.
Well, you got to restore, regrow, and replace that hair. It's for men and women of all ages. Yeah. And hopefully, you check out our landing page. There's a location near you. That's the bottom line. Over 1,200 locations in North America, dude. So they're literally everywhere. So we love our partnership and the support we get from Hair Club.
Hair Club.
First form. Now, I mean, this guy, Nick. St. Nick.
He texts me, too.
Oh, yeah, man. And this guy. Listen,
sweetheart.
They care about people.
He's a sweetheart.
Here's first form in a nutshell.
Yeah.
You hear about companies that act like they care about their customers. And
they'll make you.
Then they will
turn
drop
you
off a crock pot at your house, dude.
Well, they'll turn you into a worker. Like, if you work at first form and you start off there, like, you'll come out of that, like, be like, I know how to get shit done. So the next job I have, or whatever the case is, my next stage in life, I'm prepared more than any other. Look at the shit we've been through in radio. It's like no one's telling you what to do. There's no fuck. You have to figure things. You go there, like, this is what you need to do. Boom, boom, boom. Discipline. Bop, bop, bop. Right. Make money. Yeah. Learn to grow your brand. Grow the brand. Learn business. Learn logistics. God damn.
But it makes you want to work.
I know. Yeah, everybody's
you
like,
want to please, and you want to do a
not
good
to
job.
mention working there. Like, you better look good.
You better be working out.
You better be.
You better be taking
like
some
Nick wants me to go
protein.
there. I'm like, I feel like I'm like the biggest sloppiest looking son of a bitch.
I'm like, Nick, when we go there, can you make sure everyone else is out of the
building?
building?
Can you make sure everybody's out of the building?
That nobody's looking at
no
me?
one's looking. Turn the cameras on.
Exactly. You want me to come to that gym? Can you make sure everybody's on break, please?
They're like, oh, you're sponsoring. You're sponsoring. He was an athlete. This guy. Meanwhile, guys are like backhand dunking.
Yeah.
Probably shooting slap shots harder than me. Working out way better.
Although
Everybody
he
looks
said,
good.
I don't want to bring this back up. I mean, he said I could race you at the facility.
I just raced you in the parking lot the other day because you just don't know how to stop talking about it. You rattled me, and now I look like an asshole. I have to defend myself as an athlete to you. So people are like, "Who's your Cam?" No, he did rattle me.
You were bullying.
No, I wasn't. You're saying you're a better athlete than me, and I did.
Okay, we're not.
No, I don't. And people are like, Cam, you're too. he rattled me. Sorry, I'm sensitive.
They were saying
they're chirping me.
Yeah, see, I got a lot of
and
that.
I'm like,
too.
He rattled me.
I got a lot of that.
I know. I'm a pussy.
I mean,
sorry.
Thank you to everybody out there.
He got me.
People were staring out the window like, what are these guys doing?
I don't know. I burned you 4 times in a row. Jesus.
I was going uphill. My little area, it was going uphill. There's like holes in the pavement. I'm wearing like nice shoes.
We'll put on.
Cam's wearing his neon green.
I don't want to get chirped anymore. Like, I got to
Maxes.
defend myself to you. Now I look like an asshole.
All I'm saying is Nick.
Jesus.
Nick
I don't want to look like an asshole.
First form Nick, who's like,
God.
Put him in an elf outfit, like just like handing out holiday cheer.
Elf Nick's here again, honey. I got to go to the store.
Oh yeah. He just shows up to holiday parties.
I'm like, oh, Nick's here again.
Yeah. Hi, this to my wife. Hi, this is Nick.
This is Nick. Kate, meet Nick.
This is Nick with a girlfriend. He's
married. He's married. Kate, he's married. He's married. Just so you know. He's a good human.
Nick's like, hi, I just worked out. For the fourth time today.
His veins are pulsating. His hair is perfect. My God.
Oh, my God.
I need Nick to put weight on.
Well,
I need him to look a little sloppy.
Ain't
gonna
the
happen.
protein has me just performing at the highest level right now.
Makes you horny.
I'm feeling very good.
Makes you horny.
Very confident.
Same.
So I am going into 2023 with a bang,
Yeah,
literally.
You look like it, dude.
So
you look like Nick.
Is
that Nick? No, it's Andy.
Hey, man. I've got my routine.
Poor Nick's just like shaking his head right now, like, Jesus Christ.
I've got my
We
routine
love all
going.
you guys, man.
I got my routine going.
So Sal there.
With my vitamins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I do want to go on the podcast with Andy.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So, Nick, tell him, man. I'll go on there.
Dude,
I'll talk about
you. He'd own you.
With what? He's smarter than I am. He's everything better than me. I want to pick his brain. You didn't have to post it. I'll come in and hang out. That's how nerdy I am. I would never do that for anybody else. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'll come in. He's got a badass podcast, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He fucking goes at it, dude. I love it.
So they've got, let me just tell you something. You talk about stocking stuffers, dude. Put some of those protein bars in the stocking stuffer. They got vegan bars. They got protein powder. They got the veggie, the fruits. They got everything you possibly need.
I know.
So you want to make somebody happy this holiday season? Cam, you don't know what to get the wife, dude. I got lots of things I can tell you what to get her.
I'm a pathetic
from
boy.
First Form, dude. Especially some of that apparel, that workout stuff.
Yeah, but I can't just get her that.
Well, get her some other things
That's
too.
for like my brother and stuff like that. I get First Form, all kinds of shit for my
get
dad.
Her some hoodies, some of that workout stuff.
I'm gonna get like hoodies for my dad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kate's a different animal when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. I gotta be goddamn creative, and I don't know what to do. It's all good.
I've never seen anything like it.
What?
That you just do not know what to
do.
You put way too much thought into this.
Well, shit's been going down. I don't know. Yeah, well. But like, shit's been going down for her too. Like she's neck deep in this.
I know.
And she's gonna find a way to make me happy. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I gotta.
Well, you may have to reciprocate.
Who?
Anyway, firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Make sure you order from there, Cam.
Yeah, man. It helps out. All these sponsors, guys, it really helps out if you like show that you're doing it too. Like,
yes.
Instead of just like looking. Like,
Firstform.com/Cam and Strick.
Yeah, please.
That's where you do all your ordering from. Nick not included.
Well, Nick's coming over again. Nick.
I found a new recipe on the Today Show, actually, that I may make for you guys.
You watch that, don't you? You watch the Today Show.
Yeah, it's great during the holidays because they have the latest gifts.
I don't mind that. It's all cute decorations.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I kind of want to host it. Like, I want to work on the Today Show.
I don't.
They make $14, $20 million a year.
That's fine. I just don't want to do anything like that where I got to be normal. I can't be normal. I'm past that point.
I want to can anybody out there get me
normal.
an audition to host the Today Show? Just as a guest host for like a week.
Be cool, man. You'd fit right in, too.
Let's take a look at the latest gadgets for 2023.
Yeah. A phone. I just don't want to be normal and have to like look normal and be like, "Hi, that's funny. I'm gonna fake laugh. I'm here. Look, happy. Oh, this news is important. Oh, yeah, this is important. I'm gonna act like no. I don't want to do that, man. You don't need to do that these days, Andy. Like, you just need to do what we're doing right now and build off of this. Just entertain people.
Well, I can do both. I can certainly host the Today Show and do this at the same time.
Whatever then.
Okay.
Same.
I'll bring you out to New York.
Yeah, bring me out there.
Would you want to go to New York?
I've been there a billion times, Andy. Good God.
Could you live there?
No, I don't want to live in New York. I'm a Midwest boy.
Okay.
I don't want to leave my house. I love it out there.
You know who else loves the Midwest? Actually, they love everywhere. It's Car Shield. Because they are everywhere. 800-857-2481. CarShield and CarShield.com. Hey, you never know when shit's going to go down, man. You just cannot predict it.
What happens?
It's like you can't predict. Like, I was doing a radio interview yesterday, NHL Network Radio, and they're like, did we overlook did we not give the Blues enough credit? Or did we overrate them.
They were
or
rated
something.
21 from fucking Vegas.
And I'm
That's why
like,
you look
you
at
know,
Vegas.
hey,
Look at Vegas.
I'm like,
dude.
well, yeah, but like everybody that happens every year.
No offense. Can I say something?
Hmm.
And no offense to you, because but like when people come out at the beginning of the year, like all these writers and stuff like that, and they're like, these guys are gonna be good. I don't listen to them.
Right.
You listen to fucking Vegas and the odds.
How did Vegas? Where'd they have?
Fucking Blues are like 21.
Really?
Yeah. Now I don't know where the
Who
crack.
is Vegas?
That's just the market.
Yeah, but
Just like when you talk about climate change,
can they see the
and you're
future?
like, why is Florida booming right next to the thing? The seas aren't rising that fast.
Listen to Vegas. Like
You listen
how
to the
are they
market.
so good.
You listen to the market.
Does a computer do it?
No, because it's not about anything but money. And when money's involved, you want to get it as right as possible.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying they're always right, but like you're going
They're
to take
refunding a lot of money today because Kyler Murray's injury last night.
whatever. But I'm just saying, like when you at the beginning of the year when these guys, I think what's Vegas saying, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Well,
That's all.
regardless, I'm like, well, every year there's teams that you expect to be good that aren't as good as you expect them to be, and every year there's teams that you expect to be terrible that end up making the playoffs.
No.
So you can't predict. I mean,
That's what
on
I'm saying.
paper, the Blues should be better than what they are. You know. So I mean, did you misdiagnose in terms of predicting how good they'd be? I guess maybe.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of hockey left too.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know.
It's squeaking
So who
by.
knows how it's going to play out? I will say this: the one team that's having a great year right now that I've seen live that I just do not, I don't walk away being like, "Wow, this team's good," is Winnipeg.
Yeah,
So
man,
come and
that
see
Connor's
me.
pretty goddamn good.
He's damn good.
Fucking.
Kyle
They look
Connor
pretty goddamn
is
good
one
the
of-
other night.
Kyle Connor is one of my favorite players in the
He's
league.
good, little fucker. He's
He
cruising
is.
around.
He's got an unbelievable shot. He's
He
fast.
looked good against the Blues the other night, man. Like dominated.
Do you know that he
Completely
led the USHL in scoring,
Oh yeah.
goal scoring? Then, as a true freshman at the University of Michigan, led the nation in scoring. He was drafted in the first round. He comes in and starts, and everybody's like, "Who's Kyle?" Like people should have known who the hell he was. USA missed the boat by. I don't think he was a national program kid.
Really?
I don't even know if he played World Juniors.
He
man.
just looks. He's just
He
a
looks
little.
a
He
little
looks
goofy,
young.
yeah. But he's a
Fuck, is he
awesome
good?
hockey player. So is Mitchie Marner, man. I got to give a shout out to
Yeah.
Mitchie, who's
Richie Marnie.
on the Stricky rankings. Like I got him in my top 5 once again this week. His tattoo sleeve is just like
Badass.
very tough.
Yeah.
But he's a hell of a player,
he'd
man.
be- he'd
He
be scary
reminds
to
me.
see in an alleyway.
Remember back in the day, you see somebody with a tattoo sleeve, like you automatically like, damn,
No,
that dude,
Andy, I
that,
don't remember that.
dude could kill me.
I don't remember that.
Oh, that's how it was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
One time, this guy had a tattoo on his on the top of his head,
No, that's a different story.
and he wanted to like kill me and my buddy at
Yeah, I see
7-Eleven.
I see a lot of tattoos.
He's like,
and
"What are you looking at?" I'm like, "What?" He comes out tattoos all over his neck
Yeah,
and
that's
his
a different
bald
story.
head, and I'm like, "I'm not looking at anything." And of course, my buddy was like, "Fuck you,"
Jesus.
and
Your
I'm like,
buddies are
"Oh no!" And so now it's like, I'm just like locking the doors. I'm like staying in the
Somebody's
car.
got a tattoo on their face. A different story, but you
What do
see
you-
a lot.
what do you think of
hold
that?
on. If you see a lot of arm sleeves, a lot of them are like soccer players with man buns. Like, okay.
Well, nowadays, yeah,
Well, no shit.
it's changed.
Just saying, it's changed. But you got a little teardrop on your fucking face. That might be a different.
Damn, you know what that
Goddamn.
means?
I guess you killed somebody.
That's what it means. I knew guys that had that back in the day.
Oh yeah.
They'd have a teardrop.
The game.
The police are like
Your buddy, the game?
investigating, they're like asking you, "Did you do it?" No.
If you get pulled over and you have a teardrop, like if I'm a cop, I'm like, what do you got going?
Yeah.
If you have neck tats, I'm like, what do you got going?
What if it's on the top of your head?
Hey, I'm like, what the fuck you got going? MS-13.
Dude, this guy, he wanted to kill us. So, anyway,
Your story's been fantastic.
dude, that's a real
That is
story.
fucking
That's a
sick.
hell of a story.
Maybe mine sucked too. I don't know. Like you saw a guy with a tattoo, like
On
what the
his
fuck?
head at
Like I
7-Eleven.
just saw one the other day.
What are you looking at? I'm like, nothing.
Badass.
I don't mess around with that type of stuff, man. People are crazy out there. You know one thing I never get, Cam? Ever. I don't get road rage.
Man, I don't do that anymore either, homie.
Either. I never even did. I'm chill, man. I am I am not going to flip out on the road.
I flipped out.
Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I drive fast and I drive a little reckless and a little crazy. I'm guilty of that. But I don't lose my mind.
Don't do it. And it's always an old man or an old lady that's driving slow and you lose your mind. Like that poor old lady's probably shouldn't be on the road, and that's a different debate. They renew their license when they get to a certain age. You shouldn't
say that about old ladies like that.
I'm not old shaming, but let's be honest. Shaming. No, I'm not old shaming. Let's be honest.
Age shaming.
Like I know how my dad drives, and I know how my mom drove before she passed away, and they shouldn't be on the fucking highway. Just so you know. So
she couldn't drive.
Fuck no.
My mom can't drive either.
Fuck no. Dude, I go 50 miles an hour.
I had my mom drop off my wife at a Blues game because we didn't need 2 cars there afterwards, and she didn't want to go down there early. And she's texting me. She's like, "I'll never get in the car with your mom again." Like, it's just.
I know. I remember vividly my grandma.
This is painful.
And I'll tell you, though, with the road rage stuff, man, my dad used to do that back in the day.
What would he say? Get out of the car.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I've seen him get out of the car. I've seen him embarrassed, and then he'd feel so bad afterwards. Because a lot of times it'd be like a 22-year-old kid with his girlfriend. And, like, he flipped my dad off. My dad, but what the fuck? And this was, like, back in House Springs in the 90s, you know. Like, you could kind of get away with shit then. There's no camera. Like, you just... And he would go up, and then I'd be like, whoa. And my mom would be like, Denny! Get back! And he'd get back in the car. He was like, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" And he'd be like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so." And he'd pull up. He'd be like, just like kind of like how I get.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass." And then I'm like, "Jesus, Dad, like, oh."
Back in the day.
I mean, it's not bad. It just that was the '90s, man.
But like in the '80s, the high school kids 90s, were crazy. Yeah. And I remember like they would drive by so fast, and like my dad or somebody would like yell like slow down, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then one night, like middle of the night, a car drove by our house and they threw a brick through our window.
Fuck that, dude. I'd be fucking horrified.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's bullshit. If your kids are vandalizing, you better fucking get them in line quick, because people don't fuck around anymore.
They threw a brick through our window more than once.
Oh my Andy, dude, this happened in St. Albans.
And one time, I swear it was just my mom who was at the house.
Oh, dude, that's horrible.
I know.
That's like you get your gun.
I could have.
You get your gun.
I didn't have one.
I know you didn't. But you throw a brick through your window, like that's like, whoa, what's going? Like I got like, what the fuck, dude? That's not TPing. That's not any of that. Don't TP my house either. Fuck you.
Okay.
Don't even touch my shit. Don't fucking knock on my door.
Did you TP other people's houses?
I've done it before, yes.
Oh, I did it all the time when I was a kid.
I told you the story where I was playing for the Blues, and I got my house TP'd in the blue car part of Eureka, right next to my parents. Mm-hmm. And it didn't get down. I have a huge tree in my front yard. I used to, and it didn't get down for a year. There was fucking TP in my fucking tree for a year, and I got pissed, and I talked about it on the radio.
Once it rains, dude, if that gets on your car, dude,
it got. Well, you wipe it off on the car, Jesus. So, but it gets stuck up there, and I got so pissed to where the Eureka kids knew about me getting pissed because I made a kind of a big deal out of it in a funny way. Did you put
it on like your my
something.
Page?
I did something, and it got back to the kids in Eureka High School when I was playing there. I was right there where I lived, and the kid came over, knocked on my door, gave me a note, and I played video games with him. And he apologized.
One time we were TPing this girl, and the dad got in the car. And I was in the back of the pickup, dude. He chased us.
Well, yeah, dude. Forever. Don't fuck with people's houses, man.
And my buddy was throwing toilet paper at his car when he was behind us chasing us, and he called the cops.
You guys are annoying.
You're
annoying.
It was a terrible situation. But then we apologized and everything.
Yeah, you have to, man.
But my house only got TP'd one time, and I don't know how it happened or who did it. To this very day, it's been driving me crazy because they wrote in chalk on the driveway something very nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought it was like the hockey cheerleaders or something like that
probably.
Who were doing that.
They're probably
but no one's ever admitted that.
Man, so the other day when we first moved in out there, in that golf course, which is really nice, but somebody was fucking vandalizing houses.
Who was?
Yes. And they were throwing rocks in the windows.
Oh.
Andy. And so I was out, so it was like first couple months, and I went out to get a paper. And this guy pulled up in this big pickup truck, and he goes, "Hey," I don't know if it happened, but I just want to apologize. My kid was one of the ones doing that because it blew up. Like if you do anything out there, man, like people know, and they'll put blah, blah. I go, that was your kid that did that? I go, dude, I got to tell you. I go, how old is he? He goes, 17. I go, he's 17 and he's throwing rocks at windows? Like, isn't he like talking to fucking girls?
Which house was this?
My new one.
Now?
No, it didn't hit my house. They did down the street. But the guy wanted to apologize to everybody in the neighborhood.
So he knocked on everyone's door?
Yes, and apologized. And I
Is
go,
he like a normal guy and everything?
cool, fucking cool as
So
fuck.
you were cool to him?
Kind of. I go,
Did you know that this was going on?
yes, it's all over fucking St. Albans thing. And so I go to the guy, I go, how old is he? He goes, 17. I go, dude, you gotta, like, he's got something fucking going on.
You
with
told
him.
him that.
I go, I'm not gonna lie to you. If he fucking, and my wife's sitting there, he throws a fucking rock through my, like, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. No, I know. And
You told him that?
Kate was taking the garbage out, and she's like, Cam. I go, he's 17. I go, isn't he fucking talking to chicks? I go, dude, you got to get on that. Because if he
And what'd he say?
he's like, I get it, man. I get it. I'm sorry. I go,
Does
"It's
he
all good."
live in the neighborhood?
Yes, badass.
I
house.
don't like how you talk.
I know. I was mean. I was, Andy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Have you seen him since?
No.
You're gonna
Well,
have
maybe.
to like.
I think I probably
You
have.
got to be cool to him next
I
time
know.
you see him.
I don't remember what he looks like.
Because you know what? I thought it was. I think it's really cool that he was like owning up to it
100%.
and like coming to your house. Like he's pissed off at his kid.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be doing that. Dude.
I know.
He doesn't want to be knocking on the door.
You're right, but I would have done the same thing if my kid did it. And if
You
Ty,
would've?
fuck yeah, I would have been like, hey, I got this. No, but I had to tell.
I'd be
him.
like, Ty, let's get out of here.
I know, but you would because you're a pussy.
I'm joking.
But like, I would say though, I had to tell him. I go, if you throw a rock in at my house and my wife's there, or I'm there, like I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. That's not like you're fucking like that's like you're going to war with somebody. I don't know. I was freaked out when that happened. I'm like, whoa.
So,
And then
what about your
I was
neighbor?
Like, what
Who
about
I know, Wes.
Well, fuck yeah.
Rocks through the window or
What
no?
else will put you down?
Wes needs to put it all away.
What else
Okay.
will fucking put you down? Like everybody in that neighborhood will put you down.
Okay. So,
you know,
did they throw the rocks through his house?
No, they missed our street, but they did right next door.
Oh, so
yeah.
they didn't even target your house at all. But
I don't think so.
I don't understand why he's coming and apologizing to your house though. Like if he wasn't even throwing rocks at your house, like go apologize to the person whose house you threw the rocks to.
But no, I was a dick a little bit, and Kate was like, "Stop!" I'm like, "I'm sorry." I did apologize to the guy, but I was like, you know, throwing rocks and
Just
I'll
watch
fuck
that.
you. I kind of like will fuck you up.
You scared this poor guy. He's
I
trying
was
to
in a
make
weird
amends.
mood at the time, Andy, and he's like, "That was my son." I go, "Fuck, what the fuck is he doing?" Throwing rocks at my fuck. We bust our ass on this goddamn.
I
Don't
would-
fucking throw a rock in my house. Are you fucking crazy?
I would kill my kid if he was doing
Jeez, Andy.
that. Yeah.
If Ty was doing that, I know he punched me in a wee-wee, and
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
did.
like that.
He
And
did.
I know, like, you know, he's kind of lucky because I love him. And you're lucky, too, because I should have smacked you in your face for that. But imagine throwing a fucking rock at somebody. He's like,
No, I can't imagine that.
Dude, that's $1,000. That's a lot.
It is.
So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm an ass.
Carshow.com. Mention the promo code CAM. Very embarrassing. I know that is. But it'll save you 10%, so do it. Waggle Golf, man. Get your waggleon.com. And again, they're putting out some great shit right now for the holidays.
Awesome stuff.
So
Badass
check
stuff.
out the hats and the quarter zips for winter. But they've got the incredible summer golf gear as well. If you want to load up for the golfer in your life for Christmas time, like even if they're not going to wear it for the next few months, it's all good, man. They're going to have it when golf season comes around, which won't be too long from now.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's going to be, it could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know?
Get your waggleon.com. Waggle Golf. WAGGLE. Travis Baker, man. This guy flat out gets it done, man. He's been doing an unbelievable job with this company, man. He's like an entrepreneur, Cam.
Yeah, dude. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Good old
See, like,
American boy.
if I get a spot on the Today Show, that's one thing I would focus on is, like, some of these entrepreneurs, dude, that are, like, doing great shit and give them the exposure that
Man, they do.
deserve.
Man, it all comes. You got to do it yourself. Like, you got to do podcasts. You got to fucking do your social media. It's all part of it. Everybody's like, I want to do a podcast. Well, you got to be consistent with it. And you got to, like, let it out. You can't be the same as everybody else. And if I could talk about my sperm count on here. Like, we try to keep it fucking real.
Let's not talk about that.
No, I'm just saying. Like, when you have kids, well, I don't know. Like, it's like you got to be different. So, and they're different.
Well, you got to get your waggle on.
Everybody thinks they want to have a podcast and want to host a radio show. It's like,
I'm joking.
not you.
Cheap.
You do. You
No,
do
I
everything
know.
that we're talking about. You actually did it before I did. I saw what you did, and I'm like, I want to do that.
Podcast?
Damn right. Just no, like radio. And you had a radio show for 30 fucking years.
Yeah. Award winning.
You've had the more blues guests on any show in the last 20 years in St. Louis media history. It's a fact. Now, Frankie Cusimano goes through different guys, and he has the sports show on TV. But you've had more guys, and you've had a consistent show for 20 years. See, I pump your fucking tires up.
I know. That was
I do.
Nice of you. That was
You
nice.
don't do
That was
anything.
nice of you.
You asked my dad if he needs help.
I want to send something over. I was wanting to send something. So, like, if he needed, like, dinner or something like that.
Man, I got him Corner Butcher, dude. I got him hooked up.
Well, you got to cook
I got
it
him
for
Joe the
dude.
other day. I got him fucking super goddamn smokers. Some goddamn brisket. God dang, that's good. Super smokers, man. Fuck.
Okay.
Damn good.
Waggle Golf. Get your waggle on and get it on today. GetYourWaggleOn.com. Say hi to Travis.
What's up, Trav? What up, homie?
Hey, Sparks Skate Sharpeners. Cam, nothing better than when you're at the rink and people come up to you and they say, you know what? I got one of those Sparks, dude.
Yeah. Well, you should.
Although I had a guy come up to me the other day who on the ice and he's like, hey, I got the Sparks. I've only sharpened my skates once or twice and I'm just trying to dude, it's so easy. Like you get through your first one or two skate sharpenings.
Yeah.
And
feel it. You'll know how to feel it.
You'll know exactly. And it's honestly, it's like the perfect skate sharp. My skates have never felt better. In fact, I think I'm faster.
Oh God.
I interviewed Tom Stillman on the broadcast last night.
That was what I was talking about.
And he's cool, eh?
Yeah, he was cool. He had a lot of energy on that.
He did. He had
a lot of energy.
He was duck hunting during the day.
That's why.
I asked him if
his
he had
endorphins
duck
were going.
feathers on his. No,
You're a
but
hunter-gatherer?
No, he is great, man. Hey, listen, I don't know if all markets are like that, but certain markets are lucky to have committed good owners, man, who love the game.
Oh, well, and they need to make the playoffs. I would say.
You think they will?
No,
you don't.
I don't know.
You just never know, man.
I don't know.
You never know. It's as
I
bad
think
as
I think Doug Armstrong's going to make a move
probably
or two here soon.
Easier said than done sometimes.
That's what
you got guys that
you
no
got to have a
trade
two-way
clauses,
street, baby.
No trade clauses.
You got to have a team that wants
which
to
means they want to go to good teams, which
how much
don't have any money.
Like fuck, it's fucking hard. Get rid of him. What do you mean get rid of him? Where the fuck? Who's going to take on his salary?
And I'll tell you this right now: if you're going to move a guy like an O'Reilly or a Tarasenko or even a Barbashev or whoever, who knows, man? I mean, that's just the RFAs on the team. There's players that have contracts that are good players. Who knows? I'm talking to every team, but certainly St. Louis is included too. But price tag's high.
I know.
These are damn good players, man. So with the price being as high as it is, and sure, you can always like set the market. You can get out in front of the trade deadline. Some GMs prefer to do that, but the price tag is going to be high. So I don't know. I don't see anything happening right around the corner.
What was the slogan of St. Louis? Fucking suck it or something for Bedard. God, it was a funny line.
Well, that's what Columbus is doing.
Oh,
see,
fuck. They might get that. See, here's the thing, though. Like, that dude, and you never know, but he's not Alexander Daigle. Like, he's going to be really good. Like, he's fucking good, right?
Should be.
I mean, like, really good. Meaning that, like, okay, no, like, you're gonna bring people in.
Yeah.
He's a superstar.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
he skates through everybody. I don't see him doing that in the NHL.
Yeah, but
you
like,
just never know,
everybody
man.
skates through.
I know.
But you do it until you do it. Like,
Yeah,
I think he's different. This is some of his highlights, man. You see everybody else.
Hey, listen, these guys who have been in that category in recent years, McDavid, Crosby, like,
imagine he is one of those though.
Or is he
and you get him.
Lafreniere, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. But it was Lafreniere.
He was like a big time. Everybody's like flipping out about him.
I know.
Too.
And Capo Caga. Remember they talked like, what's he doing?
He scored the overtime winner last night.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Crosby came on the scene.
Crosby,
homie.
Those people like Crosby who had so much hype and they live up to it. There's something to be said for that.
Andy, Crosby came on the scene and was fucking
100 points,
freakish.
Dude. 18
McDavid, freakish. Even McKinnon, freakish. Kamakar right now, freakish.
Yeah, freakish.
Like, is Bedard a freak?
I don't know.
It's not like, is he
That's
good?
the
No, is
difference.
he? It's not Eric.
Like,
Even Eric Stahl. Is he a freak?
Is he Nico Hischier who like takes several
Now,
years?
I know.
So,
I don't know, but
Jack Hughes took a couple.
But like,
years.
when was the last
you
time the
think
Blues?
Jack Hughes is a freak?
No, I don't. No. I'm talking freak.
Yeah. But he
What
was another guy.
What about Stamkos?
Austin Matthews maybe is a freak.
Yes, he's a freak. Damn right, he's a freak. I'd say Stammer's a freak.
Mm-hmm.
Stammer's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I'm talking Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
McKinnon's a Hall of Famer. Cal McCarr's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Fucking McDavid.
Eric Johnson.
Malkin, Hall of Famer.
He went second overall. Yeah.
I know, but he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Yeah.
Is he, Sebastian Aho? Like, is he a freak? No, not yet.
No, he's not.
No.
He's not a freak.
But he's damn
Really
good.
good player.
But they have.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't know.
Can't give everyone the freak label.
I know. It's a 10-person
Eric
thing.
Johnson is that?
No. Kaner.
Kaner's
a goddamn freak, boy.
Yeah,
and
so,
Taze.
So you get some of these first overall picks.
Like, who is it?
So is Bedard a freak, or is he going to be just a really
that's it.
a superstar?
Yep. Is he a star?
A star or a freak?
Or a fucking freak? I don't know.
Bedard
it's interesting.
is
I
being
love it.
labeled as a freak.
Yes. Like a McDavid.
We've known he was going to be the first overall pick for 2 years, maybe 3-4 years. Who knows?
Yeah, 4 years, dude.
So,
and I remember being in juniors, playing for Windsor, and hearing about Crosby. And I think, okay, so he's an 87, I'm 84. So I was 17, he was like 13, whatever. And they were talking about him in the locker room, like this fucking because I'm like, is it Sydney, the kind of a girl? I'm like, that's a kind of interesting name. And then you see highlights on TSN up there because that's all they played. It was so cool. They played junior. You fucking watch yourself on TV in the locker room.
like LeBron James kind of started
freak.
high school kids being on national
now,
TV.
Jordan turned into one.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, but like in high school, he wasn't a freak.
Yeah, he was a freak.
Not like LeBron, where LeBron had a Hummer.
It was a different era. You didn't.
Now, he dominated North Carolina, Jordan, but
Jordan was like McDonald's All-American still and all that.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like. I
But
know they
LeBron-
say he got cut by his high school team, but that's because he didn't make varsity as a freshman or something. I don't know. He didn't like
because North Carolina he dominated.
He didn't like get cut from the freshman team.
No, he was good. So
and North Carolina he dominated 2 years.
But LeBron,
yeah,
was a freak in middle school.
Yeah,
and he had a Hummer.
Yeah, Peyton Manning's a freak.
Yeah,
those guys. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm talking about the first overall picks and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Is Connor? What the fuck is he? Is he going to be?
So I'm looking forward to the World Juniors to watch him.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And he played last year.
Yeah.
In the summer World Juniors.
I don't remember.
Those are fun.
So back to the skates sharpening, though, man, from Sparks, Cam. It's a game changer.
Dude, it is.
If you want to have good edges, edges are so important.
Yeah, you could be the freak and have bad edges and look like you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
How important is skating, you think, for young kids?
Very important. I mean, how many guys you know that are really good, they just can't skate?
Mm-hmm.
They can't keep up. They can't turn quick. They can't do this. They can't hit. They can't break away from people.
Mm-hmm.
And how many guys at this play in the NHL because they're fast? Maybe they're graded.
Right.
I mean, I was quick, man. Thank God. I would have, like, my hands, like, fuck.
Like, I'll tell you this. Like,
I was able to keep up with everybody.
Athanasiou, I don't think is a very smart hockey player.
Yeah.
But he's damn fast, and he knows what to do when he gets a puck on his stick.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
In an offensive situation. No, I'm just saying, like, he's
he's
bounced around to a couple different teams. I like watching him play. He's got McDavid-type speed, man. He really does. He's interesting to watch. You're almost like, why is this guy not a superstar?
If you're a good skater, it's such a good foundation to take everything else to the next level.
But that's the answer. Why he's not a superstar. I mean, you got to have
but
other
that's why
tools
he's
in the
making $3 million
toolbox, too.
because he could skate, though.
Correct. Is he making 3?
I don't know, but he's going to.
You said he is.
He might be making 4.
Right, I don't know. What's Athanasiou making? Yeah, he ain't making shit.
Well, whatever, man. He's making $1 million because he can skate. And there's a guy, there's a guy in the minors that is 10 times better than him that can skate, and he's making $200,000.
Yeah.
Because you make money in the minors in fucking American League, dude. Like, you can make good money. It's just a grind. Fuck, it's a grind. But, like, people are like, fuck you, Cam. I play in the East Coast. That's a grind. Oh, no shit.
Explain why you'd want a Sparks skate sharpener at your house, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, you take it on the road with you. Like, it's just easy. You don't have to go to dipshit boy Johnny at fucking Johnny's. And he's like, my girlfriend hates me. You know,
I hate my job.
I hate my job.
Time am I off?
I wish I was playing hockey. Fuck these guys. My skates aren't this nice.
Oh, the worst is when you walk into a hockey shop and you see there's like 20 pairs of skates ahead of you.
Oh, God. Wow.
And you're like, okay, now I got to wait for an hour. I got to drop them off and come back.
Mm-hmm.
That happens so many times, Cam.
I haven't done that.
Oh, my God. That happens so many times where I had to leave and come back.
For ties?
Yes, because
This
there's like
is
30
obnoxious.
pairs ahead of me. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, dude? Like,
Get
let's
your
go.
Sparks.
Like, let's get.
Yeah, I know.
So,
And they fuck it up.
So now you know how long I wait now that I have a Sparks.
5 minutes?
I don't wait.
Yeah.
I have them done in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It
that's what I
really
mean.
is a game changer, man. Honestly, you got a kid that's playing, or if you play, or if you think you have a kid that's gonna play, trust me, man, it's an unbelievable investment,
Big time.
and it never loses its value either, really. So,
No.
when you don't need it, somebody will.
Good
need
to
it.
have for tournaments, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Because the kid's going to fucking step on concrete. You know that's going to happen.
Use that promo code Cam Strick, and it's gonna save you more money than you save on Black Friday or Cyber Monday.
Enough
Cam's
with that
favorite two
stupid
holidays.
fucking Black Friday. You save money.
Save more money than you'll save
In
on
time.
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day 2004.
You know about St. Nicholas Day? Don't talk about the tsunami again, dude.
Man, scary, dude. God damn.
Brittany talked for 12 of the 18 hours, Cam.
She dunked.
And she dunked.
She's American. Give
Apparently,
her up.
she's doing great, though. Like,
Good, man. Get her the fuck out of there.
You think they treated her okay?
No.
You
I
don't?
No.
I want to know everything about her stay.
Why? I kind of want to know, too.
That's one of the things. If I was on the Today Show, that's one of the interviews I'd be going after right now.
God.
Brittany. I'd be telling my producer,
Today
send
Show.
me to San Antonio. She's at the military base right
Bunch
now.
of bloomers down there.
Send me to San Antonio.
San Antonio.
What's a bloomer?
Charles Barkley. Them
I
girls
know
with
what
them
he said.
bloomers down there.
You can't say that, dude.
They eat them churros. Down San
You need to
Antonio.
apologize for that.
I didn't say it. He did.
Well, she's at the military base. Nike sent her a bunch of stuff so she can have some clothes to wear and stuff like that.
She'll be okay.
So we appreciate Nike for doing that.
She'll be all right.
She's not going back to her home in Phoenix. From what I understand, she's going to be going to a remote private place, Cam.
Yeah. Well,
But we are efforting trying to find her and talk to her to present
Are we?
that to the Today Show. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I'd get her on.
Oh, I'd get her on too.
Fuck yeah.
I got so we would. I'll tell you this right now. We would do the best interview of anybody with Brittany.
Hi,
Griner.
Brittany. Like, what are you up to, girl? Oh, no. Oh, cool. So,
Like, I wonder if she could ever speak English and stuff.
what?
When she was in this penal colony,
What she?
her hair froze, dude. She had to cut her hair off.
Yeah, it's horrible, probably, dude. Man.
You know, her lawyer said, "Would you
Don't.
Would you like a basketball?" And
You
she
just
said,
don't bring vapes to fucking Russia.
"Okay." But her lawyers asked her if she wanted a basketball, and she said she's not ready to think about basketball when she was in the prison.
Yeah, I bet. She's probably thinking about her.
But she's
wife,
thinking about it now, and she's probably going to her right and her left.
probably.
Her mid-range game. I wonder what area of her game is going to take the longest to rediscover. Is it the dribbling? Is it the mid-range game? Is it the posting up? Is it the hook?
Brody's a better athlete.
The
than
sky hook?
I was thinking about this the other day.
No chance.
Bro,
There's no chance.
Brody's a better athlete.
Let's
than
not.
you.
Let's not start with that. Okay.
I think
Our listeners don't want that.
It's not. Never mind me. You're so out of touch.
Our listeners want that.
Brody's a better athlete than you.
You want to know what's good?
He wrestled.
So did I.
I bet you Brody's faster. I bet you could jump higher. You're about the same size. That's what I want to see.
I don't wrestle people, dude. That's one thing I don't.
know you don't.
I
I know you don't.
I ain't wrestling.
That's why you get your ass kicked. Brody will fucking double leg you so fast.
You know who will change
What do you think, Brody?
the way you look at the world, Cam?
What?
You know who will change the way you look at the world?
What?
Bellman.
Putin?
Oh, Victor Boot. Sources say he had a
Victor Boot.
picture of Putin
fuck
on his wall in his cell, and he loves Putin.
I
He's
know.
already talking about Putin. You think he gets right back into it?
Fuck yeah. And Ukrainians are going to die because of it.
Is he rich?
He will be. He was. He's an arms dealer, man. All the Sudan.
What do you think of the trade?
I mean, get the American back, dude.
Okay.
That's what it is. But we will get bit in the ass, I'm sure, down the line.
Well, what's he going to
Just like
do?
the
They're
Bergdahl.
going to monitor his ass.
Oh, Russia will?
No, the U.S. will.
Okay.
They know where he's at.
Okay. Okay.
Do you think Brittany shook his hand?
No. I don't think they saw each other.
Yes, they did.
Okay, I don't think they talked to each other.
I think they did. He said something to her for sure,
Okay.
and he indicated that.
Maybe.
But they were like
She
hugging
doesn't speak
everybody.
Russian.
I don't think she would, but like the people who were there, which
Andy, who
which
gives a
Cam,
shit?
that's what I want to do. I want that job too.
Yeah.
Like that guy that does the swap,
Yeah.
or the guy that goes in there and like rescues them out of the prison.
Yeah.
She didn't even know where she was going, dude. She's like on the plane. They're like, there's that video. Do you know where you're going? And she's like, no.
No.
And he's like, you're going home. She's like, oh, the U.S.
Yeah. I mean, I think she knew by that point.
I don't know. Check the video out. Bellman and Bellman.com, Cam. There's only one place I would ever go to buy a car. I'll tell you that right now. Ever. And that is Bellman. You think about, like, what's on my Christmas list, man?
A new car?
A Denali from
Dude, didn't get
Bellman.
one. Get those back. Dude, I'm telling you, the Grand Wagoneers are awesome. Check those out. Try the Jeep Grand Cherokee, but you got 3 kids. You need a bigger car. You don't need a truck. You need
I want a
need
Wrangler.
Denali.
I want a Wrangler for my third
Why
car.
would you?
But I want a
Wrangler?
Denali.
Where are you
dude.
going? You gonna
I'll go off-road with that.
I say get a cool Yukon Denali, badass one with black rims,
Yeah.
10 out the windows,
Okay.
big sunroof,
Sure.
and you can fit all the kids in there. That's what I would do. You can go to Colorado with it
I
and
know,
stuff.
bucket seats.
Yeah, big time. That's what I would do.
Well, they've got the Buick GMC on one side of the street, Cam. What's on
Buicks
the
are
other
nice,
side?
too.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep,
Yeah,
Ram.
Jeep,
That's what's on the other
I know.
side.
That's why I just said.
Say hi to Dale.
Dale, what up?
Like say like Happy Holidays.
Happy holiday, homie.
And to Danny Boy.
Danny boy, what's up, baby? Happy holidays, brother.
Hey, and we mean that, man. Same to Kenny.
I said happy holidays to a guy outside, and he said Merry Christmas.
I love that.
I love that.
I said Happy
I
Holidays.
was offended, but
last
I
night
got
on,
over it.
On TV last night. I said Happy Holidays because I feel like we're now officially like
Yeah.
in the holiday season.
Yeah, man.
Like, don't you think we're there now?
Fuck yeah.
I took my kids to see lights at the speedway here in town. There's like where they have like big time like NASCAR races and stuff like that.
What over
And you-
in East
And like I got
Illinois?
to, yeah, I know.
or Western
I
Illinois?
took the wrong turn, just so you know.
Ain't good, brother.
It was like
You're probably like, hi.
it was.
Can you help me with directions, sir?
It was like
Stealing
straight
your
out of
rims.
the movie Vacation.
Go fuck your mama.
Somebody told me the other day that they put it on a group chat that I remind them of Clark Griswold. I'm like, I don't see that. Do you? He's like, dude, you're him to a T.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I could see you going on a road trip being like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was a good daddy.
But anyway, so you drive around the actual track, but dude, it was the longest like light thing I've ever. I was like, okay, I just need to. Now I'm done. Can we just go? Like ties rolling down the window purposely because my daughter, because Ivy's getting pissed because the window's going down. It's cold, whatever. It's like it was just I couldn't escape, dude. You couldn't get out of there. You're like stuck in there for a long time.
Somebody invited us to go on a party bus the other day.
Dude, I don't do those.
I don't even think I had a bathroom in it. And if we're boozing, I don't want to.
Dude, you're stuck on the bus.
I know.
For the
Right,
whole night
right,
where everybody
we're
else
good.
wants to go.
We're
That's
good.
not your style, I'll tell you that right now.
No, I want a bus that has a bathroom. Because I drink a lot of beer.
I'd like you to get one for Kate's birthday.
I was thinking about that.
Let's do it, dude.
I
Let's
was-
do a whole night.
But there's nothing to do.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
No, there's not. I
Oh.
don't want to just go bar
Let's go to a
hop.
winery,
I've done
dude.
it. No. It's
Why?
freezing cold. It's January. We want to go to Colorado. We don't need people to entertain us.
Okay.
You know, we really don't. A lot of people do. A lot of people want to
We'll
be.
talk about it.
But like, we'll do something. Maybe go to a Blues game or something. I don't know. But Kate and I just like to do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I like to. Like, I'd rather go to Colorado with just me and her than other
Yeah.
people.
Well, hell yeah, that's what I do.
Because everybody's like, I want to do that. Like, no.
No, I'm with you, man.
I don't know.
I
Party the whole time. Like,
I don't like to have parties in my. I like to go to other people's parties.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and get out, go in and get out,
In and out.
in and out. Or you.
I'm
could
going
leave.
to another Christmas party this weekend.
No, I will have a party at my house.
Well, have that.
I will, but I'm not.
Jeez.
Yeah, I will. I just want it to be nicer outside. the outside too.
Wonder what Victor Boot's doing right now, dude.
Probably aligning his.
You think he shaved that mustache?
No, I think he's
doing
out
interviews.
his next step.
He's doing interviews in Russia, is what he's doing. And Brittany is working on her game. She hasn't been talking.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get a hold of her.
Dunking, dude.
She is dunking. Right hand.
She can't dunk left-handed.
I don't think she dunks with her left. I haven't seen her dunk with her left.
She's 6'8".
Hey, mate, 6'9".
She should do a backflip and
Isn't
dunk.
it amazing? She still has the spring in her legs to be able to get up and do that right now. After not playing.
She's 6'9", dude. You'll be able to just like stand there and dunk.
She's 32, though. I mean, she's exiting her prime. Certainly one of the top WNBA players of all time. An iconic WNBA player. Hey, I like the NBA, by the way. They're renaming all their awards. Like Michael Jordan is going to get the MVP award. And
That's
like
cool.
all the NHL, like the Art Ross trophy. People are pointing this out to me right now on text message. Art Ross, which is given to, you know, what it's given to. What's it given to, Cam? The leading scorer in the NHL gets the Art Ross trophy. The leading scorer. Art Ross had like 1 point in 3 career games or something like that.
Would he die or something?
I don't know. I gotta look at the history of Art Ross.
You might
So
have
it's
to-
like, dude, call it the Gretzky Award or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Or OVO award.
whatever. I mean, I appreciate the history, and I would not be in favor of changing a lot of those names, but having the MVP of the NBA trophy be called the Jordan Trophy, I can live
Fuck
with that,
yeah.
dude.
I agree.
But I kind of like hockey has the traditional name. I like the Hart. I like the Norris. I like the Vezina. I would not want to change the Vezina to the Hasek Trophy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, or Bordeaux or something.
No, exactly. But Hasek won like 6 or whatever he did. That's a lot.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
So anyway, I want to give a shout out real quick to Brent Burns because he was talking about how he listens to the podcast when he's on the tractor and stuff like that, Cam. So
Good old boy.
he
What's
will
up, baby?
when he's hanging down to the farm,
Yeah.
dude. So maybe he's listening right now. A big shout out to
Yeah,
Burns.
dude.
He's gonna come on one
I
day.
like him, man, a
Yeah.
lot. He's
Yeah.
cool. He's got a
Yeah.
cool thing going.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, so check out Get Your Sparks. Again, Cam Strick, that's the password. Bellman, out there in Troy, Missouri. Bellman, Buick GMC. They got the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the other side in Troy. Get there. Again, even if your credit sucks, you're still guaranteed to get credit approval, and they will buy your used car for top dollar. Get your new car before we get into 2023. All right. Chris Neal, man. Business owner, working with the Senators now as well. True legend, and left his mark on the NHL. 2,500 career penalty minutes, man. No suspensions. Great conversation with Nealer up next here on the Cam Strick Podcast. The Cam Strick Podcast is brought to you by CarShield. You know, nothing more frustrating, Cam, than when that engine light comes on and you know right off the bat you're going to have to spend thousands of dollars to repair your vehicle. Call 800-857-2481. Mention the promo code CAM or visit carshield.com and use the code CAM to save 10%. That's carshield.com. A deductible may apply. Save yourself money. Sign up and get your coverage now with carshield.com. Now to the interview.
Hello?
Chris
Nealer.
hey.
What's going on? How are you?
So where you at right now?
I'm in Ottawa, so I still work with the Sens. I'm actually in the office today, so I got lots on the go. So it's never a dull moment.
So you're working for the Sens. Like what kind of daily activity are you doing?
So I'm VP of Business Development and Community Relations. So I'll go in on a corporate deal, help them out with closing it, and then I still do all the community stuff. And I think that's something I'm very passionate about. Being involved. Whether it's Roger Nielsen House or CHIO or Boys and Girls Club, anything that's the team's involved with on the foundation side. I help out with that.
Yeah, you're like a closer. See,
Yeah.
This is what they do, Cam. So they get a deal done. They have a corporate event. They want to get those corporate dollars.
They got the big boy
They're
coming
like,
in there.
hang on, we've got somebody who's coming
Yeah.
in right now. They just shake the hands and it's a done deal.
Hey, did you
we
fix
know
your
how
teeth?
it goes.
Yeah,
Did you fix your teeth at all? When did you get those done?
I did. I did get my teeth fixed $18,000 later.
Oh.
So Yeah, I had to get bone grafting because I lost him at such a young age. Everyone thinks like he was in a fight or whatever. Actually, it was summer hockey, and it came. I went to the net hard. My stick got caught in the goalie's pads. I went face first right in the crossbar. Oh. So anyway, yeah, that's how I lost my teeth. So they were gone for so long that I had to get bone grafting done. So they put a little George Clooney in me and some of my own bone, and away we go.
Is it weird talking for the first? Because did you even put? Like I always picture you with just no teeth, man. Like, so when you got those in permanently, did you have like a lisp or anything for a while?
A little bit, like just getting just teaching yourself how to get your S's out, and it's a little bit of a slur, but yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, all in all, it wasn't too bad. It's pretty funny. People, like kids will come up and they want me to take my teeth out to get a picture. And I go, sorry, bud, I can't anymore.
Yeah. They're like, wait, is it really you? Who is this guy? We don't believe that it's you, Chris Neal. Hey, the same thing. I've heard that happen to other guys too, like where they have to get bone graft to repair where'd they take the bone out of your hip?
I know my jaw actually. So they go back in further in my jaw and take it out from there. And so it was, anyway, it was painful, and I'm miserable too with it when it comes to dental work because they had to put me under. I don't like freezing, so I go my whole career. I never got freezing, like root canals, anything. I just let them drill and do whatever they have to do.
Wait a minute, hold on. You don't like the numbing? You'd rather just like go through the pain? You're like an animal.
Some people are tough, Andy. Because some people just don't like the prick, like the needle prick.
Yeah. No, 100%. I sooner get it over with. And anyway, it was, I went to the dentist as a kid, and I got a cavity in my front tooth. The dentist sent the needle up, and I felt like it went right in my eyeball. So ever since then, I haven't liked needles. But anyway, so plus I'd always be frozen. It was a big trek to the city to the dentist from my small town of 700 people in Flushing, Ontario. So I'd have to. That was the big day. We got McDonald's, so I'd be eating McDonald's with the freezing, and it'd be just dripping right down me. So
McDonald's, wow. So hey, so it costs that much money, like, and you could have got that done when you're playing for free, though, right? I mean, but then you don't have insurance, and all of a sudden it just, it gets away from the NHL. Like, do you think if somebody needs a big job like that with their teeth, they might as well get it done? I know you're going to roll the dice, but at least you get it done for free if you're still playing, right?
Well, it's a lot of guys don't realize, but wherever it happens, like under the organization, that the team covers it anyway. So. I didn't have to go through insurance. The team still covered it, which was great.
Now listen, Cam's paying a copay for a doctor visit the day after he retires. He doesn't even know.
No. I remember people going back and trying. I know I'm not going to say names, but I remember it was like a big fucking hassle.
Well, they took
teeth.
it. Not when
That's
you play,
why I asked.
And now when you play over 1,000 games.
Yeah, not when you're missing Neal.
They take care of Nealers. Yeah. So listen, man. Do you miss the game? What made you retire when you did? Did you have other options, or was it just you knew it was time to kind of step away?
I actually did have other options. I think, obviously, I playing my whole career with Ottawa, and, with the way it went down my last year in 2017 with with Guy Boucher as the coach, we didn't see eye to eye or whatever, and, the lineup. But they made it very clear that, they would love to bring me back, but, I might sit 25 games and play one, then sit another 20. And I go, well, I don't want that. And so anyway, then there was a couple teams I had one-way offers from. One of the things was, moving my family down, and, I got 3 kids, and, it's, do they come with me? And then Montreal was really interested. I'm like, yes, I'd be able to play the Sens that much more, and be able to shoot the odd puck at Boucher on the bench. So anyway.
There you go. Hey, what happened to Boucher? Yeah. Because he was your last coach. What? Because he's the one that made the decision not to bring you back, which I don't understand. Yeah. If I'm reading this accurately, like why the GM didn't step in, or even the owner be like, no, he's a lifer for the Sens. We're bringing him back, whether you like it or not. Guy.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And anyway, it is what it is. Everyone goes through it. Like when I came in the league, I pushed, an older guy out, and it's the way the world works. It's a young man's game, and I was very blessed and fortunate. I played as long as I did, and I think for me, it's when I retired, it was the right time. I was still training till probably November, it's just to stay on top of it. And then it was like, it was getting tougher to go to the gym, and that's when I knew I was done.
Oh yeah, man. No, I get that.
Guy Boucher. Listen, his system. I remember telling Eric Brewer when he went to Tampa Bay, I'm like, you're like a punt returner. Like he never came out of his own end, and the other team would just kind of give it back to him, and he would just return punts. Like he would just play. They had that kind of crazy system, Like, did you not get along with him though when you played? I don't want to belabor it too much, but for him to come in and kind of treat a veteran guy like you, it is odd, man, that he would have the balls to do that.
Yeah, it was just a weird dynamic, and we had such a good group of guys in the locker room. He'd come in and do his speech before the game, and then some of the older guys, we stand up and say, hey, no, this is how we're doing it. And that's kind of, he didn't have the room. The players had the room, which was great because we held each other accountable in there. And, that's why we gelled and we came together as a group, and, we were able to make a nice push in the playoffs that year.
Yeah, man, I love the way you hit guys, and I love the fights, and I went back and watched a ton of them. And so when you were young, growing up in a small town, were you always pretty good? I mean, because you got hands, you could play. Did you dominate AAA?
Well, back in the day, from a small town, they didn't have the AAA. You could go to the big cities to get the AAA, but in saying that, you had to get a release from every small town all the way. I tried it for Barrie AAA the one year, and anyway, I made the team, and then I had to give my address where I lived, and so I had to go back. My parents were going to drive me, and anyway, either that or I would have had to move to Barrie. Anyway, so I got all the way to baseboard, and every team gave me the release. They wouldn't because they wanted me on their team. So anyway, so I ended up going back and playing my minor hockey in my hometown again. And, that's what I tell everyone. You don't have to jump ship and go. If you're good enough, people will find you. And, a lot of people don't realize, I had a job to do in the NHL, and that's why I played as long as I did, because I didn't stray from my job. I was an offensive player in junior. I had 72 points my last year in the OHL. And, for me, I looked at the right side of Ottawa, and we had Elferson, Havlat, and Hossa at the time. I wasn't beating out one of those guys for a job. So I'm like, well, that fourth line job, if I want to make it, that's where I got to go for it. And, that's a lot of people don't realize that just because you're, an enforcer or, it's all the guys that are in the NHL can play. They all have hands. They can all play. And so many people don't really get to see that unless you're able to come to a practice and, watch it firsthand. Because there's so much systems, and, if I stray from my system in a game, I'm not going to play. Yeah. So you buy in and do what you have to do.
Dude, you crush guys, though. I mean, open ice, athletic hits. You're great at timing. You can get up the ice, and everybody knows you're out there, so their head's on a swivel, and you still were able to smash these guys. Did you just kill guys in juniors? My God, because it's slowed down. Did you have your rhythm going into juniors with your hits?
Well, I did, because I ended up with quite a few penalty minutes in juniors too, because because the way you play, you're physical, and a lot of the time with hitting, it's all timing. And I watch the NHL now, and there's some decent hits here and there, but I always hit to go through a guy. I don't want to see anyone like hit to hurt him. But I don't want anyone to get hurt, But I go, I let up once in my whole career in the NHL on a hit, and it was on Chris Kelly with the Boston Bruins. I played with Kells on a line in Ottawa, and we're good buddies. And he's coming through the middle with his head down. I'm like, oh no, Kells, get it up. And I'm thinking to myself, and I let up, and to let him get out of the way. And we ended up colliding, and I broke his leg. And, that's one of those things where I just, if I would have went right through him and gave him some snot bubbles, like he would have got up and away he went. And, I would have, probably fought Sean Thornton or Chara at the time, and, and away you go. But, he ends up breaking his leg. He didn't talk to me for about a month after, but, we're still good buddies.
Well, he might have got a concussion, if you would have hit him spur on, let's be honest.
Hey, let me ask you this, though, because you played in the in the American League during the lockout in 04-05.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think you joined the team until the NHL season was canceled. But you had like a crazy number of penalty minutes in like 22 games or whatever it was, like over 200 penalty minutes, something crazy. But Brian McGrattan had over 550 penalty minutes. Like what is going on there? I think that's still an American League record.
No, he got a lot of tens.
Well, he had to.
I was competing.
Those aren't elbow minors. I mean, so what was that like? Just because you had a bunch of guys who rang up a ton of penalty minutes on that team.
So honestly, when I went down there, we had John Paddock as a coach, and Japes, he loved that style, and he wanted us to play hard, and that's the way we played. And we had some Jason Spezza, Vermette, all those guys under entry level deals went down to play, and Volchenkov. So you look at our roster, all the guys when the lockout ended, they were all in the NHL. And, I think, when I went down there, one of the things I said when the lockout was, when the NHL locked us out, I said, I go, what, they called me to come, and I'm like, what, that's awesome. But I go, I don't want to see anyone get sent down or anyone, lose money on for me coming. Whether they're sent down to the coast or so. Anyway, that's one of the things I was very specific on. So they're like, "Yep, no problem." And so no one, obviously a player came out for me to come in, but he was a healthy scratch, but he got in here and there too. So with injuries, but that's the way John Paddock had us playing. That's why we're able to, rack it up and, with the penalty minutes, and because everyone's engaged, it's a dogfight out there, and we brought everyone into the dogfight with us.
And that league that year was crazy. Everybody had like 4 or 5 guys. Guys are racking up penalty minutes. The brawls out the wazoo. Remember Philly, the Phantoms, going into the Spectrum? Oh my God. Everybody was killing each other. It was crazy, man. It truly was. But getting out of that though, so what was it like? You're first getting in there. You're in Ottawa. Did you like the city? Was it different? You had some great teams, some guys on that team that were just Hall of Famers. How was it when you first got in the NHL?
Well, it was awesome. For me, whenever I got drafted to them, I knew they needed some toughness and too. So they didn't have that grit to get them over the hump in the playoffs. And, that was one of the things I'm like, okay, I wanted to make it that bad. I came in and I stuck up for everyone and anyone. And, that was the key to me making it. And then, I was able to chip in here and there offensively, which was awesome. It was like a bonus for the team whenever I was able to, for, a number of years, jump up and play third line, but you always need someone to believe in you too. But, for me, when I came in, Marshall Johnson was the GM, and he was the head scout that drafted me at the time. So, there's a guy that believed in me and gave me an opportunity, to make the NHL and believed in me. That's half the battle, and Cam, you can relate to that too. If you have someone in your corner, it helps out so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I would imagine.
I got Andy in my corner now.
hey, listen, man. You were crushing guys, though, but you never got an NHL suspension. Listen, I think this is one of the most amazing stats in the history of the NHL, really. I think you're like top 20. At least you were when you retired. I don't know where you're at now in terms of career penalty minutes. But to never have a suspension, and there's some hits that if you made those today, you're getting suspended. With the Drury hit, the Boyle hit. I mean, and you can say they were clean hits back then. They probably were. But like, do you feel like did you ever feel like you made a hit or crushed somebody and you said, okay, my first suspension's coming? And were you surprised you didn't get suspended?
Well, I got called to the principal's office a couple times, but I think if you look at those hits, their timing, whether the guy, the Drury hit, he's admiring his pass he made, and it was like 1.5 steamboats, and then I go through him after the pass because my line's coming through. And you got to get your head up, and that's what coaching minor hockey. First thing I tell the kids, get your heads up. I'm coaching first year of contact this year, so for me, the way the game's called now, I haven't had a kid suspended yet, and every other team in our league has. It's just teaching the kids properly on angles, using the boards to your advantage. That's one of the things where, with hockey, it's a great sport because, you got them in a pen and you can just kind of contain them to put them where you want them to go. And, like I said, one of the other ones, I got Darcy Tucker accused me of spitting on him from the bench at center ice. So I got called Colin Campbell. That's when he jumped in the bench. Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and so Colin Campbell's like, Neal, or you just spit on him, and I'm like, I go, Colin, if I hit him with a loogie from the bench at center ice, I go, they should put that in the Olympics and I win a gold medal, So anyway, nothing became of it, and there was another one, I ended up getting a fine because it was the second fight. I fought Jody Shelley in Philadelphia, and I knew I was fighting him that shift. And Rutu was on the other side. And he fought Scott Hartnell, but they got their gloves off quicker, so we got $1,000 fine for the second fight. But I got on the plane after. I go, Rutu, you're paying that $1,000.
Yeah, because they probably didn't even throw a punch in that fight.
Yeah.
Hey,
did he pay it?
No, he didn't.
No, hell no. Hey, how's your man? When you did fight though, like you went on and on and on, and you would take punches because you'd switch hands and you throw with your left, man. You'd take some bombs, and I never really. I mean, I went through your shit. Like I never really saw you really get caught, but there's some guys, man. They throw hard, and you eat that many. Did anybody really get you ever?
I got caught. Jesse Bowery's my second year in the league. The fight was over and the refs kind of came in. He threw an extra punch and it broke my jaw, actually. I didn't miss a game with it. I went to the dentist. I'm like, Doc, I go, it hurts when I chew steak. And so they did the panoramic scan, the x-ray on it, and I had a fracture through my jaw. It just didn't shift on me. So anyway, I had to wear, and I fought 3 times since. And anyway, I was just lucky I never got hit on that side again. But, the guys, one of the hardest punches I ever took, though, was from Stefan Quintel, Montreal Canadiens.
Really?
He hit me so hard it broke my back tooth in half. I, spit the tooth out and kept going. And, they had their dent. It was on the road, too. So our trainers call in their dentist to come look at it. And he didn't speak very good English, and I didn't speak very good French. So I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, and I got my tongue on it. I'm like, there's a hole in the back of my tooth. And he's like, oh, no. And so anyway, then he finally sees, he's like, oh.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Stefan Quintal, like, he's not like I wouldn't think
but
that
he would fight. Though.
I know. He played for the Blues for a bit. Yeah. He was older.
Yeah.
Like, did he surprise you? Because you probably would beat him up, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it did surprise me. Like, at the end of the day, all the guys are strong. They're all working out. And, it's just half the thing is, like you can go in and tie a guy up and not take a punch. You control him by the shoulders. And, that was one of the things. I was more of a technical fighter than, because, I was one of the smaller guys. And, there's only probably a handful of guys that I fought that were, the same height or, just a little bit bigger. And, it's one of those things that I almost like fighting bigger guys because they're coming down on you and your forehead is the hardest part of your body. So, but when I'm coming up, I'm catching them in the jaw or, or orbital bone or whatever.
Yeah.
And, it makes a world of difference.
Hey, let me know what it's like chewing steak, by the way. I'm just curious.
Yeah, and he doesn't eat steak.
I'm just kidding.
No,
He's a plant guy.
I'm just kidding. You play with a bunch of plant guys up there in Canada, right? They all
Think so?
Well, maybe. I don't know. The new wave guys, that's the way they started eating, right, Chris? Like, you were probably like, get that shit out of the dressing room.
Well, it's funny. I caught 3 different eras. Like I caught a couple of years of the old generation. I caught my generation, and I caught the new generation. The length I played, and it's the way I played. I was more suited for the old generation, and I think be able to, the way the game is now, it's very quick and very fast. It's a lot of guys, the skill levels, just keeps getting better and better. But, you look around with the way the game is, guys are able to look down at the puck and, know they aren't going to get hit. They don't have, the fear of getting KO'd. So whenever guys do get hit now, it usually is a concussion because they aren't prepared for it. Yeah. That's the worst part about it. So you see the concussion side of it going up, but back when, I was coming up through, you had to keep your head up because, you got Scott Stevens coming down on you or, Hatcher, it's, those guys threw punishing hits as well. And, it's, and they could be career ending.
Okay, so let me ask.
Volchenkov.
Okay, there were a couple. You had this move, Volchenkov, man. He blocked shots.
I loved him. He's such a good guy.
So you'd have
He
this.
was awesome.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and
His
talk.
English got worse every year, by the way.
Talk about him then.
Yeah.
Talk about him because he would block shots with
A-train.
his face, man.
Yeah. So the A-train, so he'd catch guys and, obviously he's a Russian and, he's one of those guys, he was awesome in the room and, his English, I think, did get worse as longer he played here. And, so anyway, he would just rock guys and, guys would come in to fight him and he said, what buddy, clean hit.
Hey, you would do this thing though, where you would like face wash guys with your bare hand. And a couple times you get him in the eye. So I want you to explain what you're doing here because Jared Bowl, I think, and then you apologize to him in the box. But then the Adam McQuaid, maybe the same thing. Like explain what you were doing with that, iron claw thing that you had going on.
When I fight, I had a technique. I don't want to be cutting my knuckles up on the helmet. I'd sooner be hitting flesh. So I had a roll technique where I come in with my left hand and I kind of roll off with the earpiece and get the helmet off. So, on the Jared Bowl one, he turned his face as I went to do the roll. So it looks like an eye gouge and he's calling for it. And he even came over after. He's like, Nealer, I know you didn't get me. I was just trying to get you, get an extra power play for our team. And so anyway, it was one of those things like, the other thing I'd like to, get the helmet off first and, whether it's the earpiece or whatever, you see a lot of guys that, will put the leather straps on and, so you can't break the earpiece on the plastic when you pull. But, I do a roll technique to get the guy's helmet off. And when you do that, you're still protecting yourself because you're coming up with your whole arm as you roll over with your left hand. Then you're coming through with a right after. So it's just a momentum thing that I used to do.
Yeah, I could read his lips in the box. He said, hey, that happens.
Yeah, no, he's trying to rip us. Yeah, Neil, like you tied guys up, like you got them kind of crossed up, and you switch hands. He's tough to fight, man. Like you can get put in a jam really quick. Let me ask you though, like of all the guys, you know, in your era, you've gone through those stages. Like, give me your top 5 scary guys. And I know you're fearless, dude. I get that.
Yeah.
But when you're cruising around in warm-ups and you're looking over, you're like, God, you're like, oh boy, I'm gonna be in one tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, my one of my favorite fights, and this guy was an animal back in when it was his second year at the Washington Capitals, but Stephen Pete.
Oh yeah.
He was a big dude, and you know, it was one of my favorite fights. And I know I'm going to have to give him everything here because he's a big dude. So anyway, I start off like really good, and you know, he makes a comeback. So like it's kind of back and forth, and you know, it was just awesome. It's one I always talk about. You know, I think in one of the other ones, it was what was his? He was in Edmonton, ended up going to Jersey.
Gadzik.
Yeah, Gazdick. Yeah. So he was KOing guys, and my trainer came in. He goes, Nealer, you can't fight this guy. He's knocking guys out, and I think it was Colton Orr the game before, and so anyway, so we're in Edmonton. It was on Valentine's Day. My wife and me had a dinner set up after the game, and so we're winning. We were winning 6-0. And he comes up, he goes, we got to go Nealer. And I go, we're up 6-0. I'm not fighting. He goes, well, I'm going to start pounding you. So anyway, I go, well, good luck. So anyway, I stepped back and gave him everything I want. So I spent the night at the hospital getting a plate and 10 screws, broke my hand on him.
Man.
Yeah. So I got a plate and 10 screws in my thumb. So anyway, you know, there's another guy, but you go back to, you know, Brashear was just a beast out there, just strong. You know, he didn't throw very hard, but, you know, he just threw a ton.
Yeah. He'd rag you around a little bit. Like, he'd get you off balance and then throw those lefts on you real quick.
Yeah, but all in all, like, you know, like the big Z, like Chara, you know, fighting him. So I played with him. So it wasn't like, you know, like, oh, I got to fight him. No, it's there's a good respect factor. And that was one of the things you know, there's only, you know, maybe 1 or 2 guys in the whole NHL that, you know, when they're down, you want to throw that extra punch at them.
Yeah.
You know, when the fight's done, you pat them on the ass and away you go. You know, it's they got a job to do, so do you. And, you know, at the end of the day, I had so much respect for all the guys I went up against. But I still remember one of my Eric Carnes was a beast out there. And, you know, he was I fought him in playoffs the one year. And it was I came in, he was going after Mike Fisher, and I came in and, you know, kind of tried to I got inside on him. I was right by our bench, and, you know, it was a fun one too. But like I said, it's any guy that does that job. You know, I got so much respect, and I got one of my first years in the league, Curtis Lecision, I played with. He came up to me and he goes, Nealer, you got the toughest job in hockey. You can't take a night off, because if you are, you're looking at the rafters. So, and, you know, it's a very valid point. So like I said, it's, you know, you look at all the guys that do that job, it's, you know, there's a respect amongst all their teammates. They know that those guys are going out and putting everything on the line that, you know, for their team. And, you know, it doesn't go unnoticed.
So, okay. So you said there's only a few guys that you would hit when they're down. Like, who would that be?
Sean Avery would be one.
I knew there's, of course.
Yeah.
Who's the other?
Yeah, no, there's just other guys. You know, like for me, with my size, you know, I was, you know, you talk about, you know, guys that you think twice about fighting. You know, like I could fight the heavies, but, you know, with my size and my, you know, I wasn't the biggest guy out there, but, you know, I'd have middleweights. You know, sometimes those are the best fights because those guys got nothing to lose. They're just chucking. And, yeah, so, you know, but, you know, I'd have some middleweights come up, you know, you fight the heavies. Actually, one guy, you guys love this one, but my first year played against a Chaser in St. Louis. That was a guy that was, intimidating. I fought Scott Mellenby that night, and he comes over to the penalty box. He goes, "You and me, we're next." So I'm sitting in the penalty box for 5 minutes, like, oh, here we go. And so Chaser, the game was so tight, neither one of us got on the ice again. So
you would have bagged him up anyway, Nealer. Come on now. He's got small hands.
Small hands.
He's gonna kill me.
He wears pink glasses too. So
he does wear pink glasses now.
You'd probably be able to take
bag his ass
Hey,
up.
but did you ever like did you enjoy fighting? Like, did you like fighting? And were you fighting to hurt guys? Like, did you ever know like I could really hurt this guy, but you let up and decided not to?
Well, it wasn't like necessarily like when you're in it, like you're definitely trying to go through him with your punches, and like, because at the end of the day, if you catch him with a good one, he's down, the fight's over. Yep. So that's. But I enjoyed it. That's one of the things that you miss. Like, you always talk about guys that make the NHL. For the most part, all of them have addictive personalities. And and they need that adrenaline rush. Like some of the your superstars, their adrenaline rush is going and playing the blackjack table and dropping a ton of dough on it. Where my adrenaline rush was going out and fighting the biggest guy on the other team. And it kept you on your toes, and and it's like if we're playing the Toronto Maple Leafs and Ty Domi's there, like my pregame nap, I would dream of fighting them, and I wake up with my arm caught in my bed sheet trying to throw a punch. So like it's
you never accidentally like punched your wife or anything like that, did you?
I actually did once. I caught her.
Yeah, dude.
It was at full length, and it was. I just kind of nicked her. I woke her up in the middle of the night, and she's like, "You just punched me," and I'm like, "Sorry," I was right back asleep.
Sorry about that.
I'm dreaming about fighting Domi.
That's the hardest thing, right? And you're like, isn't that the hardest thing? Like when you're out there, you're like, screw everything, let's go. But like the lead up to it, the nap, you're like, okay, I got McGrattan tonight. Like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Hopefully it's first shift. Let's get it going. Like the build up was just the most stressful part, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100% it is. Like, at the end of the day, when you're going to the rink, and like a lot of guys like watching, like say McGrattan's coming in, they'd watch 4 or 5 of his previous fights to see what he's doing. I never watched game video on the guys I was fighting. I'd read the little blurb, whether he's a southpaw or because every fight's different. How you go into it. Like I still remember Sean Thornton. I fought him early on in my career, and in the minors, and I struggled with him. He was a spinner, and anyway. But once I got the hang of him, then in the NHL, my first part of the NHL, and he's in there. I did really well because I was able to switch up and throw both hands. And anyway, he wasn't able to do that. And then one time in Boston, I'm fighting him. All of a sudden, he switched up on me, and I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go."
Yeah, man.
So it's but for me, so every time I fought Sean, it's one of those times where you just you got to feel the fight out where you're going, and if he's throwing a punch and you go with the punch, it's not going to hit you flush on. You're coming back with one. I got a great story. That was my last regular season fight. It was against Sean Thornton in Florida, and he fought Mark Borwick. The first period, and gave it to him pretty good. So anyway, my first shift, second period, I got out against Thorts, and I go, "Thorts, we got to go." And he's like, Nealer. I go, "You give me one, bud. I've given you lots too." So, and he goes, "Okay." So we square off, and we went at it, and we're back and forth. So anyway, the game ends. My trainer takes me over. I got an X-ray on my hand, so I broke my hand in the fight. So he comes in, and he's in the trainer's room as well, waiting for an X-ray on his hand. So the two, he goes, "Holy frig, Nealer, we've been at this a long time." He goes, "You want a beer?" I'm like, "Yep." Yeah, so we sat in Florida's training room when having a beer on the tables, the trainers' tables, and waiting for our X-rays So, that's just the respect factor that, you have with the guys. So, it's just a cool little story that, it's always, at the front of the mind with, guys like that.
All right. What's the story with Johan Franzen? Like, you said something after the game about, like, if he wants a piece or whatever, he can put the purse down and put the lipstick out and put the lipstick on. Like, if he wants to go, like, what was that all about?
Well, he's a very gifted player as well, and he's a big guy. But he just the way he plays, he was he like spear you or slash you and hack you and whack you, and he's going after I don't even know what the size he is, probably 6'4" or so. But anyway, he was going after some of our skilled guys, and that was one of the things too. I was never ever told to go fight. I watched the game very closely, and I always made sure my guys were looked after. And that's something, under Brian Murray, he knew that I knew what I had to do, and trying to, like, not telling me, but he put me out at the right times, and that's something I took pride in. Something's had to happen in the game, and the guy stage fight the odd time, but for the most part, something has to happen in the game where they've taken liberty on our team. And, and if I want to spark for my team, we're playing Pittsburgh, I go out and go after Malkin, and knowing their guy's going to come after me.
Okay.
And,
hey, put the lipstick on.
Goddard. Yeah, exactly. So, that's the way I approached it. And, that's something like, cause I go out and get their skill guys off their game. Like I get Malkin to take, he's taking 3 or 4 or 4-minute penalties on me for spearing. I just come in off a face off, and, I'd be lined up beside him, and I'd come down on top of his skate laces with my stick, and he'd just turn around and spear me. 4-minute power play for it. So,
I love it.
Hey,
that's what you do.
Didn't Ovechkin spear you too?
No, Ovechkin's pretty good. He was, you know what? Out of all the superstars, he's one of my favorites. I love the way he plays. Yep. He plays physical. He's not he's never going to fight or whatever. But anyway, just a super nice guy. But he lined up beside me. He goes, "Do you want to go?" And I go, "You drop your gloves, and I'll fight you." Because he's trying to suck me in. And he goes. He looks at me and goes, "I'd never fight you." So anyway, just a cool guy, good personality.
Oh yeah, I thought he got you with a stick maybe or something. And he said after the game, "I would never spear anybody."
No, man, he's cool as hell. And he did knock out that Svechnikov dude. Remember, he threw down the pipe, knocked out. Yeah, no, well, whatever. He was still throwing down the pipe.
He did.
And
that was the Svechnikov kid who wanted to fight too.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, how's Mike Fisher? He seems like the perfect person.
Yeah, Mike's an awesome guy. We're both in each other's weddings, and we're just. When I came in the NHL, I roomed with him, and he had bought a house here, so I moved in, and the type of guy is he gave me the master bedroom, and he took the other one. So just a super awesome guy, and he helped me out a lot. Calming me down, and be able to be that role model for kids, and I think that's I got so much respect for Mike, and I talk to him quite a bit, and through text or whatever, but he's doing great. He's loving life down in Nashville, and he's a big hunter. He's out hunting and fishing, and that's Mike to a T.
Hey, you ever see his brother, by the way?
Why?
Yeah.
His brother has a Instagram, YouTube page.
Oh yeah.
Of hunting. He's the funniest guy in the world.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Fisher's brother.
Yeah, Bud. Well, his name's actually Gregory. So he's the youngest one, so they always call him Buddy. So he took the nickname Bud. So my bachelor party, we went to this go-kart place, indoor go-karting, during the day. And so anyway, the name comes up, Gregory. I go, who the frig is Gregory? Anyway, that's how I found out that's his real name is Gregory.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, what did Mike change though? Like after he met Carey and like he entered that world.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's one thing to be an NHL celebrity, but like that's a whole different type of celebrity.
Yeah.
Like it's only human nature maybe that you would change a little bit. Like is he still the same guy now, or did just that kind of status that he entered into maybe change a little bit?
Well, it's like I said, I don't see him every day by any means. We talk, probably a couple times a month, but it's a different way. It's in Canada as hockey players, we go out. We're going to the grocery store for a bag of milk, and we're there for 45 minutes talking shop. Whether it's hockey, you got fans coming up, and anyway, where they can't go anywhere without getting noticed. So it's he's more guarded, I would say. But as far as his friends, he hasn't changed. And, I think that's, the way he's been brought up. But, his parents, he's got a very strong Christian background. And, that's something that, he's still heavily involved with. And, it's for him, like entering that, the limelight on a different stage, on a much bigger stage. It's definitely a big adjustment. It's, probably out of his comfort zone for sure.
Yeah. It's always tough. But hey, like when you were playing and you guys had Big Brian, and I know we talked about McGrattan during the 2004 year, but when he got up to Ottawa and he's trolling around with no helmet on, he's got the half mohawk with the blonde hair. He's doing this thing, became really, really popular, helped you out too, probably, because, he's taking care of some of the heavies and you can go play. Like, how was playing with him? I know he went through some tough times. We've had him on. I know him personally. He's an awesome guy. Like, how was that experience playing with him in the big show?
Well, Gratz is awesome. He was, great in the room. Him and me we'd be back and forth. I tried to fight him probably, 10 times in practice. Like we'd be chirping and he'd chirp me. And I go, come on, let's go, you big bugger. Anyway, but we never did. Like we just had a good relationship, and and it's awesome having multiple guys. Because there'd be nights where Grat's like, oh man, my hand's mangled, dude, and I'm like, okay, I got this one, bud.
Yeah.
It's just awesome being able to have that the extra guy, and it's and a legit like massive heavyweight, and you're not afraid, and step in and fight anyone. And I got so much respect for Gratz and what he's overcome, and I think as a group in Ottawa, to be able to sit down and be able to help him through some of the stuff, and with even our training staff stepping in. Gratz lived with one of our trainers when he first got up here, and helped him get on the straight and narrow. And I think as a team, never put him in a situation where you're out in public, and we kept him guarded, very close to us, and but being able to have a guy like that, on the same line for some of the times, you knew nothing was going to happen. And I also look the one year we Zenon Konofka came in, and we had Matt Cartner, and so we had a really tough team. We had the most third period comebacks that year because the other team didn't want to run the score up, and we just hang around because they knew it'd be a gong show out there. And anyway, so that's that was one of my favorite years. I was under Paul McLean, and we ended up losing to the Rangers in 7 games, but that was the one with the Boyle hit, and Boyle went after Carlson, and so anyway, that was Matt Cartner grabbed him off the opening faceoff, took a 5-minute penalty, and we killed it off. And right after that, I fought Boyle next shift. And then the shift after that, I put him out of the series with a body check. So that was Then Dad put salt on the wound. I scored the OT winner that game in double overtime.
Oh, wow.
The whole Madison Square Gardens, you know, you talk about having an effect. The whole building's chanting, Neal's an asshole.
Yes.
That's when you made it, man.
You're doing good then.
Yeah.
Especially at MSG.
Damn right. Hey, let me ask you something, though. What about the boogeyman? Did you have to fight him ever? Did he ever tap on your window and ask you?
No, I didn't actually. There'd be one of the things like in Ottawa, there'd be lots of time. Like when Brian McGrattan was here, you know the other team's dressing. They're a tough guy as well, but there's lots of games where if Gratz isn't in and it's just me, the other team's not going to dress the boogeyman. You know, like it's. You know, for me, you know, I probably only played against George the Rock 3 times in my whole career. You know, we go out to Edmonton. He wouldn't play all the time. So when he went to Montreal, we played him. But I got to know George after that. And, you know, it's super nice guy, nice. Awesome. But, you know, as far as that, you know, Ottawa, we had such a skilled team. And, you know, we were winning President's Cups back in the day. And, you know, I think for our group of guys, so when we came into a team, they wanted to dress as much offensive skill as possible to try to match it. And, you know, therefore, you know, it's didn't necessarily play against those guys a ton. You think, you know, playing 1,000 and, you know, 26 games in the NHL, you had to play against those guys all the time. But, and back when I came into the league, like with Edmonton, we'd only play them, you know, sometimes we'd have a home and home every third year against them, or else we'd only play once. We'd only play them once in a year because you play certain divisions, you know, where you have a home and home, and then your own division you play 4 or 5 times, you know, which created more rivalries. So anyway, I think
he would have been tough, man.
You know,
he would have been tough to deal with. He's just too big. Like it just would have been tough.
Yeah, Cam, I don't know if you ever fought this guy, but I fought him in the minors. Frederick, he's like 6'8". He's a monster. Kyle Frederick.
Yeah, remember when he did the Vandenbush in front of the? Yep, dude, those bombs.
So I fought him in when I was in Grand Rapids, and he's with the Detroit Vipers. So I always tell people too, like there's guys in the minors that you know that are tougher than guys in the NHL. You know, it's. They just don't necessarily have the full skill level to make that jump to be a full-time regular. And, you know, it's a fine line, but, you know, we're with the skill level, because those guys can play as well. But it's just that fine line where the consistency that they're looking for in the NHL. And, you know, it's, but, you know, I fought guys like Mel Engelstead in the minors. You know, he ended up getting 5 games up with Washington Capitals, but he was a tough dude. And, you know, I fought him in Grand Rapids the one night, and anyway, is like there was blood everywhere, and I didn't have a cut on me, and he just kept going. I'm like, this guy is never going down. He just kept coming and coming and coming. So those are the guys that you got to worry about.
All right, I got to ask you about this guy, because I used to love watching him play. He was an amazing player. Went through some personal stuff, and we never hear from him.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is. Like, he hadn't talked. He hadn't been visible.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm curious what he was like as a teammate, man. But Danny Heatley, he's just a guy that I'm just really interested, like, in hearing about, man. He's been through some real stuff, but he was such a talented player. I'm just wondering, like, if you feel like the stuff that he went through, maybe how that impacted the rest of his career. Because for a guy who only scored a lot of goals, 372, but, you know, to me, he was capable of scoring more.
Yeah.
And I think he played fewer than 900 games, too, man. So you just wonder how he... You know, how that whole situation he dealt with kind of influenced the rest of his career.
Well, for sure. And, you know, it catches up with you too. Like, you know, I think he needed a change from Atlanta whenever we traded Hossa for him. But, you know, that's a tough thing to go through. And, you know, no one ever has to go through it. But the reality is he did. And, you know, I think, but as a teammate, he was an awesome guy. You know, he treated everyone with so much respect, and, you know, he like, you know, for him, he'd come in the morning and he'd jump into the cold tub and, you know, do the bird bath. And anyway, you grab a full throttle, crush a full throttle, and he goes, "Breakfast of champions, boys," as he's pounding in the cold tub. You know, just an awesome guy. He had the time for everyone on the team, and it's just a great individual. So as far as what happened with him in Ottawa, it wasn't anything to do with his teammates. It was more to do with the coach at the time, and where he felt where he needed to be. And I know some of our leaders at the time in Philly and Alfie, and sat down with him to try to convince him, like, Heater, we got a good thing here, like, stick around. And anyway, this is where he played some of his best hockey, was in Ottawa. And I think he did go off the radar. He's not a guy that we hear much from here either as well, but I hear he's doing well. We just down at the Hockey Hall of Fame when Alfie got inducted, and Spez has been chatting with him, so he's doing well, and that's great to hear. So I think I'd love to catch up with him and have a beer with him again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
all right, that's good to hear. I didn't know if you still keep in touch with him or not. Hey,
Good to
what
hear
should
that.
we know about the late Eugene Melnyk, man? I mean, he took a lot of heat.
Yeah.
People who really don't know much about him kind of had a lot of negative things to say about him over the years. Like, did you have a good relationship with him? Like, what kind of impact do you feel like he had on the Senators? And what should we really know about Eugene Melnyk?
So Eugene Melnyk, he's a very passionate owner. He's one of those guys that he just wants to win. And, I think but in saying that, he's a business guy as well. So when he first took over the team, I think it was 04 or 05, he took over the team. But, he came in and, he had his eyes set. He did everything. He spent to the cap and, to bring a winning team to Ottawa, and kept the team in Ottawa. So, I speak very highly of him because he's always treated me very well, and he treats the players very well. I think that's first and foremost. But I think I always say he's a passionate owner that shouldn't talk to the media. So that's the biggest thing, for him. And that's the way it is too. The media hang around, and they sit there and they throw a mic in his face, and they ask him these questions. When that happens all the time, you get annoyed. As players, you get annoyed sometimes too, and they're looking for that rise at the edge, to say something that's going to be controversial, and that's. But for him, he's always treated me very well, and I got the most respect for him. And and his daughters have been around and overseeing. They're unbelievable people as well.
All right, we've had some Senators on with us. DJ Smith has been on with us. Austin Watson joined us. We've had Brady Tkachuk. I'm curious how well you've gotten to know Brady, and what you think of him as a captain of the team, and just kind of how he's kind of driving that bus right now in Ottawa, trying to get that franchise moving in the right direction.
Well, Brady's an awesome individual. I love the way he plays. I always say he reminds me of me, except better hands. So he takes that extra time. He's signing autographs. He'll sit out there on Send Skill Day and sign every single kid's jersey until the last person leaves. And that's the way I was, so to see him and, when they named him the captain, that, for me, that's the right decision. He always leads by example. He's out there. He sticks up for his teammates, and sometimes too much, you need some of the other guys to step up too. So you watched the game the other night against the Rangers, he had the Gordie Howe and an extra goal to boot on that, but squares off at center ice, and he knows when he's driving the bus, everyone's on it. So that's the way he leads, and I think for me, one of the first times I really got to know him, I have a Iceland skating trails in Ottawa, so I have a 3-kilometer skating trail
in the woods. I hear it sounds amazing. By the way, I need to go do this. What do you mean?
Say that again.
Yeah. So I have an outdoor skating trail in Ottawa. So it's Iceland skating trails. So I have an outdoor rink on it. It's like Field of Dreams, the baseball, but it's with a hockey rink. And then I got 3 kilometers of skating trails that people book to go on, and they go out skating through the woods, see the nature. It's all lit up.
Do you go all out for Christmas on it too and everything, or what?
Yeah.
I need to go there.
last year when COVID hit, they shut down the league for a week or so, and anyway, so some of the guys reached out to come out. So Tim Stützle, Brady Tkachuk, and Batherson, and Gambrell, all those guys came out to the skating trails, and they brought their wives and stuff. So anyway, so my kids were out on the ice with them, but we sat around and drank a case of beer by the bonfire after, just telling stories, man. And he goes, you know what? He goes, this is my first time I've ever been on an outdoor arena. And and I'm like, seriously? He goes, well, St. Louis, it doesn't get cold enough to have the outdoor arena. So, and he goes, with my dad playing with St. Louis, I just go skate at the big rink.
Yeah, trust me, he had all access to anything he wanted. Yeah, but if you want to fall into a pond, you skate outside in St. Louis.
Yeah, because it's
20,
65.
It's 20, then it's 65, then 30, then
Hey, listen, I want to give you a shout out though, man. For congratulations, like having your jersey retired, and you got that retirement coming up. And listen, that is like so cool. Among the greatest honors you can ever have in sports. And I know some people were like, wow, like he was kind of a tough guy. Like it's not, usually you see guys, who put up 1,500 points or whatever. And they put up all the offensive numbers. Man, I'm glad Ottawa has recognized you for what you did for that franchise, playing your entire career there. And just the way you were revered in that community, man. Right. So congratulations. How surprised were you with that?
Well, I was very surprised and taken back, too, because, you don't do what you do, for the team or the community to get that recognition. But, whenever, I found out, I was very taken back and very humble, and it is an honor. It was funny. One of my trainers said, he goes, they didn't even need to do that. No one's ever going to wear 25 again because you're going to kick the crap out of them. So, But, for me, it's when I came into the league, I had some very good role models when Wade Red and Alfie, Philly, those guys. And what we did in the community, that was first and foremost. Hockey was secondary. And, the group of guys we have here now, that they see that as well. Because, I go down to the room, talk, have a coffee with the guys and, shoot the crap with them. And I'm telling them, I go, get involved in the community, guys. Give back. That's first and foremost. It not only helps people, but they see you on a personal level. Mm-hmm. And, that's the key. But, for me, playing my whole career here, my penalty minute record, no one will touch that. But anyway, but in saying that, it's what other people say too, he didn't have the points or this or that, but I can tell you one thing: there's no one in this organization that's ever put that jersey on and that's more proud than I have.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
And that's well said.
And that's the truth.
Everybody loves you, man. And we appreciate you coming on. We could talk to you for hours.
Yeah.
And I want to come skate up there too. It sounds so romantic.
I want to skate in the woods.
I know. Well, Andy.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And then he's got the outdoor rink and kids play there too, right? Don't you have youth hockey games and stuff like that?
Yeah, they have ice hockey games. They, teams will rent it out. And it was awesome. Like last year, we had almost 30,000 people through the trail.
Wow.
It's been great. And, we flooded with the Zambonis. And anyway, I get out there and do it myself. I'm out there flooding and working it. And,
of course you are.
Yeah. So,
drinking beer.
Bring the Winter Classic there. Bring the Winter Classic to your to Iceland.
Yeah, it would be awesome. So,
hey, go find a new owner for the Senators too, man.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be part of a group.
Exactly. Put a group together.
We'll start that rumor.
I know.
Well, it was funny. I've had people reach out and say, "Why don't you Philly and Alfie?" I go, we do not have the pockets that you need to own an NHL franchise.
No.
Believe me.
Hey, just go to the games and have a suite and drink wine, right? You don't need to be in charge of it.
Exactly.
No.
Go do your thing. Hey, man, good luck to you, and appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, loved it, man.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys, and it's nice chatting and getting caught up.
Right on, buddy.
All the best, man. Take care.
See you, Chrissy. See you, buddy.
Have a good one.
The Cam Strick Podcast is brought to you by Bellman and Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com. Get out there to Detroit, Missouri. Check it out. On one side, you got the Buick, the GMC. Options for everybody. Then right across the street, you got the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Again, Find something that works for you and get yourself a new set of wheels in time for the winter. Now, back to the interview. All right, that was Chris Neal, baby, on the Cam Strick Podcast.
Love that guy, man.
Yeah, he's cool. Very cool.
You could fix that, Brody. Yeah, you could have.
Brody
sends me cookies because he's just a sweetheart.
Allison
did.
She made them.
And then he asked if he could have one. And I go, yeah, you can.
You know.
You could have one, Brody. Jeez.
He goes. He said,
Brody,
"Here, Cam.
whatever you want."
Allison made you cookies, and Andy, there was a few left over." So,
I mean, he hooked you up too.
oh, by the way,
He's like,
you
"Can I
said
have one?"
you said your dad can't speak doctor.
Huh?
You said your dad can't speak doctor.
Yeah, a lot of people can't.
Well, I can because I speak it all the time. Like my neighbors are constantly speaking doctor, talking to different
Sorry,
neighbors,
man.
and so if you have any questions on that,
Well, I think people understand what I'm talking about with that. Like,
hit
when
me
they-
up.
when
Oh,
they-
dude, when my
it's
daughter was in the
confusing.
hospital a few weeks ago,
You're like, what the fuck are you
yeah,
saying
I
to
know.
me?
I ask a shit ton of questions,
You have to.
and that's
You-
why
you
I was
do.
like talking to all those nurses and shit.
I just think it
The
got hard for
doctors.
him.
Yeah,
deal with.
I hear you. We're gonna keep this short, man. Usually we do this.
Andy's been rambling all.
Well,
fucking
normally
day.
we do this
Jesus
on
Christ.
the day before, so we get it out. People are asking, "Hey, why isn't it out at the usual time?" So you have this on your commute to work, man. So we apologize for that, but obviously dealing with special circumstances here. We're thinking about Cam, his entire family, all the Jansons out there. Anybody who knew Amy Jansen, who is friends with Amy Jansen, much respect, and obviously we'll keep that memory alive, man.
Appreciate that,
for
homie.
sure. So thinking about the Jansens family for sure, man. No doubt about it. All right, so let's get. I hope everyone enjoys the interview. Hope you enjoyed everything else that came with this edition of the Cam Strick Podcast. As always, brought to you by Hair Club and hairclub.com. Again, give them a call today, 800-279-7878. Check out our landing page, hairclub.com/Cam Strick. Over 1,200 locations throughout the
There's a lot.
entire North America. All right, First Form and firstform.com, man. There are so many great Christmas gifts available through First Form.
Yeah, dude.
Check it out.
I'm gonna have to hook a lot of
Nick
people
not
up.
included, but again, the apparel is amazing. but they've got amazing supplements. They've got great bars,
Nicky
great
boy.
nutrition, great stuff for kids in terms of vitamins and all that. And again, you don't have to be a guy who's in the gym 6-7 times a week to use these products, man.
Yeah.
This will help you get into shape and again, make you feel good about yourself. So again, if you're at the office every day, if you're driving a truck every day, you don't have time, this is great shit for you. Check it out. Use our page.
Please do.
Firstform.com/Cam Strick. Order it all from there and enjoy it when it gets there. CarShield and CarShield.com, 800-857-2481. Use that promo code CAM. Even though it's embarrassing, I know, but it'll save you money. CarShield and CarShield.com. Get your waggle on. GetYourWaggleOn.com. Waggle Golf, the #1 golf apparel in the world is Waggle Golf. They got awesome stuff, man. They got the winter hats. They got the quarter zips. They got everything for this winter season. Get all the stuff as you get into the spring as well, man. Awesome stuff from Waggle Golf.
Damn good
Get
shit.
it for the golfer in your life. Bellman.com, BEHLMANN.com. You got Danny Boy. Say hi to Dale.
Dale.
Say hi to Kenny, too.
Hey, Kenny.
Over there in Troy, Missouri, man. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from St. Louis, man, if
Yeah.
you're local.
They got a lot of stuff, man.
Right over there in Troy.
Try.
Maybe call them, too. They could probably ship a card to you if you're not even located here at the Lou. They could probably still get it to you.
Yeah.
You can shop online. Again, they approve everybody. They got a great selection, pre-owned new cars. Get out to Troy, Missouri. Get out there today. Bellman.com. Sparks, the #1 skate sharpener on the market, Cam. SPARX, man. You want to do yourself a favor? You get yourself a Sparks.
Simplify your life.
Simplify
your
your
hockey
life.
Yeah.
Give me your skates, man. I'd love to sharpen them for you, Cam.
I need my shit done.
Okay, let's do it. Give it to me. And I'll hook you up with that. Sparks.
I got the guy doing it for free at Centene.
Yeah, okay, wait. You wait for it.
We'll bring it in there then.
Okay. You wait.
For the buys.
SPARX. Use that promo code Cam and Strick. It's going to save you money. Get it today. You'll have it by Christmas. Get it today. You're going to have it by
Oh,
Christmas.
that's a nice, lovely Christmas present.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine your kid opening up a skate sharpener?
I know.
Oh, my God.
I'll
dude.
never have to toe pick again
Never.
because of my
Now,
dad.
that's a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas
I
gift.
stepped on concrete and I'm toe picking out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's
brutal.
a Christmas gift. That's a Christmas gift. All right, so anyway, get that Sparks. Use the promo code Cam and Strick, SPARX. All right, this has been episode number 216.
Damn.
Wow. Hey, we've got our best of coming up.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have a couple best of specials. Brody and Jason, they're all working hard on that, man. So we appreciate everybody doing all the work and people who are submitting and telling us their favorite stories of 2022. It's not too late to submit those too, man. Let us know your favorite interviews and what are your favorite memories, even if it's stuff from Cam and I in the intro.
Yeah,
you never know.
whatever you guys want.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, you just let us know, and we'll get it in there for the best of coming up at the end of the year. All right, everybody, enjoy your week. Sorry we had to get it out late, but obviously, once again, our thoughts are with the Jansen family.
Appreciate
so
that,
thanks for coming in and doing this today, man. I know you got a heavy heart and all that stuff going on right now.
Dude, you got to take care of
Yeah.
business, dude. You think my mom wants me to hang out at home
and
like
let me know what you need because I'd like to make you guys
I will.
something.
Yeah.
We got some au gratin.
Make me a seafood boil. I told you.
Au gratin potatoes.
Get fucking if you want to do it right, you know what I like? You get a seafood boil, I'll come over.
Okay.
If you do crab legs, king crab, some lobster tail, some potatoes,
I got some mashed potatoes for you.
shrimp,
and
put it in a boil and boil that mug up and have like a cool spread it out for everybody.
That's a crab boil.
I just said
It's a crawfish.
No, I don't want crawfish.
That's what they do in New Orleans.
I know. You don't know
and
how
they
to do that.
spread
It's
it around
hard
the
to do.
table on the newspaper.
No, you do goddamn king crab. You do crab legs, king crab, and then you do lobster tail with shrimp.
Yeah,
and you put potatoes in there, and you put other things in there, and you boil that mug up for like 15 minutes.
You leave the cooking to me.
Season it up. If you do that, I'll come over.
Okay.
That's damn
I'll
good.
put my Traeger apron.
That's cost money. I'll pay for it. I'll have you.
Okay.
So you don't. It's going to cost you like $200.
I know it will. Hey, my seafood boils are not cheap.
I know they shouldn't be cheap.
No. We'll do it for Kate's birthday.
That'd be. I'd come over.
We should do a
that.
seafood boil for
If you
Kate's
have,
birthday.
Kate and I will come over.
Yeah.
But
No, we're gonna have you guys over on Christmas Eve. We're gonna have you
drive into
Christmas Eve or
the
Christmas,
blue collar part
Christmas
of
Day,
Ladue.
whatever. Either way, you guys want to come over.
I'm not coming over Christmas Day. That's ludicrous.
All right. Listen, enjoy this episode, and everybody have a
love
great
you guys.
rest of your
Love
week.
all
man.
y'all.
We'll talk to you next time on the Cam Strick Podcast.